Hello
And welcome
to BB on Blast,
Celebrity
Big Brother UK,
with me, Lindsay,
and me, Gaz.
here to talk about a very juicy week
What a
of
week.
Big Brother.
Cheers to that
cheers.
week.
That
That was not a bad week.
That episode yesterday, we've not watched
Good
the
job, Big
eviction
Brother.
yet. We're coming on to the eviction in about an hour and a half. But yeah, that episode yesterday, whew,
What a day to go out as
I
well.
know.
I wasn't watching live.
Did you get FOMO? No, because you didn't know what was happening.
No, yeah, I actually thought, it's fine. And then I
Yeah.
got home and I was like, damn it. You know what, though? Do you know what I will say? I am not an advocate of the face-to-face norm.
Yeah. Oh.
Were you were happy for them to come back, were you? You know I don't like it.
Oh, why not? That's good. You on good TV?
Yeah, no, I prefer, the pure game nominations in the diary room. But I think it was the best face-to-face nominations I've ever seen.
The way they did it and then making them give him the kiss at the end, that was...
The kiss was a bit much.
I liked it.
Consent, people.
Oh, yeah, the Big Brother doesn't like consent. It's always allowing stuff like that to happen. Encouraging it, if anything.
Well, I mean, we've had a few kisses, like, in our time. We had the Judas kiss, of course, Becky Siddiqui, back in the day, the original and best.
And I'm sure there was a task back in the day where they got someone to go and pinching people's arses or something.
Yeah, science smacking the arses for loo roll, wasn't it?
Not okay.
But yeah, I did think, it's a bit weird to have been making people kiss each other, especially after nomination.
But you could just do a little air kiss, you don't have
celebrity
to do
style.
Yeah, a little mwah, mwah. Like that. Are we actually going to talk about that? Or
that was what Penny did in her... Penny Ellis did in her audition.
Oh.
I think she was like, mwah, mwah, mwah.
I see. Do you actually want to talk about that now? Or,
What?
The
noms?
face-to-face noms? Or
Well, we'll get there when we get there, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I've never seen anyone deliver such a read and also so confidently to not even... Fern was not even having to look down.
No.
She was literally delivering it to the face.
Yeah.
And I thought, she's good value.
Yeah. She definitely earned her money last night. She'd been waiting to say that shit. She was like licking her lips waiting to say it.
If we were to get the red string out, it all aligns,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
it does.
From night one.
Oh, the heart to heart they had. That was not a fucking heart
What
to
did
heart.
I tell you about
What's the meaning of life?
What did Fern ask Ekin-Su?
What?
What is your weakness?
Yeah.
And Ekin-Su didn't have an answer. And she literally said in the nominations, what you give me back is like, did you say not very enlightening? Or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, there you go. She's swerving questions.
No.
She knows what a setup scene is. She's worked on this morning long enough.
It's just... we need to go over it in fine detail.
detail.
By the time we get there, we're going to have given up the ghost. But this is all topsy-turvy. But anyway, let's talk about the days that we've...
Gone by.
Let's whiz through these first couple of days if we can.
Okay.
So in the post-Gary world, have you got any notes? Or are you just giving up?
I have. I'm just enjoying this wine that we've got today.
Delicious.
It's very creamy.
What is it?
Nice.
Was it Lidl?
It's the Audi Prosecco, but it's not like the cheaper one. It's
Oh,
like mid-range.
second one up. Is that? Not the cheap. That's what I do.
splurged.
Not the cheapest, but the second cheapest.
But you know what? It was the one that I bought at New Year, so there's always an offer, isn't there, that time of year?
Oh, delicious. So the last thing
Bought it out of the cellar for you.
the last thing we talked about was bloody Gary going. Jesus Christ.
Gary, who you described as desperate in Big Brother Word Association.
Oh yeah, join our TikTok. We've got some good content on there apparently. So after Gary went, Louis goes, "Yeah, it's the right thing. It's the right decision." I just knew he'd be saying shit like that, didn't you? And the people like you to Lauren. No, they just dislike Gary. They don't like her either, as we found out later in the week.
That's a good point.
Then he goes, "Oh, the public voted, not me." It's like, okay.
Why is he obsessed with like not getting blood on his hands? Oh, it wasn't me, it was Mrs. O.
Yeah. Louis said, "I was hamming it up, pretending to be shocked." Oh, pretends to be shocked.
Big fan of Dave One. And by the way, I haven't got notes until the police task. So
okay, cool. Well, I've got no notes on the police task, so we can swap them.
Oh, okay.
Levi goes, he was trying to fit in too much. Oh, yeah, police people trying to fit in. Fuck them. Sharon,
how dare you try and fit in a group of strangers?
Sharon said he talks in riddles and he's a bit old for Ibiza. Ouch. Then we had Louis saying he was allergic to Donald Trump. He's a liar, egomaniac, awful. Sharon did Celebrity Apprentice with Trump and said he was nice and charming, and his wife is charming. His wife looks like an evil cow.
Melania, she's lovely, says Louis Walsh. How's Louis Walsh met Melania
she's
Trump?
Not lovely. She's a known cunt.
Didn't Fern Britton say, I hope she's got a nice man on the side?
Yeah, she said, hopefully she's getting a lot of money and has some nice guy on the side.
And Louis goes, yeah, I hope so.
Ekin-Su was horrified that Trump was walking in front of the Queen. Yeah.
Oh, God.
How dare you? Yeah, she's a real big royalist, that Ekin-Su.
We need to talk about the royal news. That's all blown up in the week, hasn't it?
The picture.
Yeah, Kate is related because Gary's niece has been doing some amateur photoshopping and putting it on Instagram herself. What do you think about that?
We haven't got an hour and a half to discuss that.
That's another episode. We'll do a special on that.
Something peculiar is going on. I don't know what.
So basically what happens is William takes pictures, Kate goes on Photoshop, does the editing, and Kensington Palace press team puts it on Instagram.
Yeah, don't even look at it. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, okay. I honestly think she's dead, but that's another story. They've bumped her off. You heard it here first. Who killed Gary?
Lovely lady.
Louis said, who killed Gary? We all did.
Who killed Gary?
That is your goal.
Oh my God, you killed Gary.
Who killed Kenny, not who killed Gary.
Gary's like,
yeah. Right.
Do not swear.
Right, we're on to the task now. Now, I didn't pay any attention to this task. I found it rather annoying and irritating.
This was the sort of task I was called in for last week.
Did you actually enjoy it? Because it got on my nerves.
Yeah, it had its moments.
My mum texted me and said, this is a load of crap. I was like, yeah, because there was some good shit bitching about people, and then it's this.
What do you want? Making pots and pans out of clay?
No, I don't want any task. I just want the bitching. That's it. Just the celebs bitching about different things and telling me stuff about their personal life.
This task was what I wanted, where they were going to get into roles and there'd be like divisions.
The big wigs.
Yeah, it was like the big wigs. It was like the new big wigs, but just without any of the appeal.
Yeah. I mean, some of the props were good, and like Wise Guy Avenue and stuff. It was kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
But...
Yeah, they did go quite all out with making it very Americanized, like, Police Academy kind of look. But what I guess the problem for me was the whole task was actually the sabotage. But the real task is sabotaging the task, isn't it?
Listen, all yo, it's a sabotage.
You must have some notes, because what about the police? What about the clown? And
removing
the body. Zizi moving the body was pretty fun.
That was fun. Yeah, that was fun. David was on the secret mission. He was loving that, wasn't he? And going down the tunnel. I like that bit. We like going down the tunnel, don't we? Yeah. Into the diner. Had to eat the paper. That was fun.
That was good, because she had to do it multiple times. It was obviously gross.
What else? Hold on, I thought you had notes about this bit. Now we're just going off my
Sorry,
notes.
I forgot. I just meant to just use my brain.
What else?
He recruited Zizi, and they passed if one bent copper remains undetected at the end of the task. I think these are maybe catch-up notes. Police task. Coulson was thinking he was going to be given the commander role.
Oh, yeah.
He was basically thinking like, as I play a policeman, this task has basically been created for me.
Yeah.
And he was sitting there so eager, waiting for Big Brother to announce
Trying not to be boring.
And then, and then who got picked to be the commander?
I can't remember.
Lauren, of all people.
Oh, God, Jesus. I wouldn't trust her to investigate a murder. I like the big bro nuts. That was fun.
Oh, it was like when they had to spy in the garden.
Yeah, that was fun.
Apparently that's from Big Brother Australia, from way back, according to Alfie.
That actually ring a bell.
And then Marisha was the deputy.
We don't need to go into all these details.
Did you like Zizi coming out to try and distract Bradley from the task? Because obviously they had to fail it. And then Bradley was like, just go down here. And he crawled under the car and was like watching.
Oh, yeah, that was for that.
She was like, can you just go inside?
Yeah, that actually was quite funny. I did quite enjoy that. Bless him, he didn't have a clue, did he?
No. Go on.
I haven't really got anything else on the task.
Sleazy's Motel, it was called. What's that? Which bit was that?
I don't know.
It was the dirty room where they had to go look for the fingers.
Oh, and Louis was just asleep during the task.
Was he?
Not paying attention.
We've just taken his meds.
Yeah.
David decided to orchestrate a 5-minute break outside, didn't he? Because they had to steal the evidence from the cage.
Right.
And then Levi came in and was fussing around, and David was like, I'll make the teas.
David is good value, to be fair. I feel like he doesn't actually
People are calling for David to win.
I feel like he doesn't really get shown that much, and he probably is, like, when he first went in, I was like, oh, hell no. But he's actually all right.
Yeah, he's good.
He's all right. Oh, he'll go tonight, though, won't he? He ain't got a following.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Who are you voting for? Who have you voted for?
I voted for 4 for Louis and 1 for Fern.
Right. Oh, so
for you know what.
Fern's
Yeah.
carved a little...
Yeah, you've got to put
heart.
some respect on her name after that.
Just the one vote,
Just
though?
one, because Louis needs to stay.
But don't you think Louis got it in the bag?
Yeah, but you never know.
So I have not
I don't want to be responsible. We've fallen for this thing before.
Sorry, Henry. Sorry, Yinran.
Sorry, not sorry.
I've not voted yet, you see, so I haven't decided, but I'm thinking I've got to go all in on Fern.
Okay, you can if you want.
But what if Ekin-Su goes? Do we need her to stay, don't we?
I know what you mean, yeah.
Should we be voting for her to
Fuck
stay?
that, I ain't voting for her.
You're not voting
She'll
for
get
her?
votes. She's got 3 million followers.
That's the other thing.
Yeah, I was looking at her Twitter and her Instagram today.
Yeah,
And
statement
saw the
from
old
the family.
statement, like, be kind. I was like, I just replied and said, well, she isn't kind, and you get out what you give. You only get what you give.
Did they retweet that? Is that a fair point?
It's true though. It's not like people are just coming for someone for no reason. I do actually feel a little bit sorry for her, but she's made her bed. Now lie in it.
I think it's interesting that she thought she could go in there and be undetected, but like cynical old Big Brother viewers like us know better.
Oops.
What?
Dribbling. Yeah.
Levi won't have a chance to stay in there, will he? Who's going to be voting for Levi to stay?
Oh, not his kids, that's for sure.
But so then I think David has got support.
Yeah, but he's not that popular.
Maybe we need to vote for David.
He's not that popular. Like, you know, fame-wise. He's not that popular. Anyway, the least famous will go each time. So David and Levi will go, I reckon. That's mine. You heard it here first.
What? Are you saying that Bunkle Gary's less famous than Lauren?
They're equally non-famous. Like, no one has a clue who they are.
But I'm worried about David. We need him.
No, we don't need him.
We don't need him?
No, we don't need him.
All right.
All right,
all the votes on Fern it is.
That's
Keep
enough
going.
of the police task. Let's move on. Louis said his mum wanted him to be a priest. Okay. David has never had a boyfriend, just situationships, but he does want to get married. Lauren was ass-kissing Sharon about the Osbournes, saying what a great show it was.
Lauren?
Yeah.
Is this when she said she used to watch when she was a little girl? That was
a
bit earlier,
little
wasn't it?
girl.
She had a little girl.
If you like. I mean, I was a teenager when it came out, so that's
Someone was like, I did the maths. Lauren was at least 30.
Yeah, I mean, I was about 20 when it came out, so no.
Did you watch the Osbournes?
Yeah, I used to watch it. Yeah, I used to like Kelly Osbourne.
Did you?
God, she looks different now.
But you didn't like her music, did you?
No, I saw you tweeting about the album.
About 3 likes
that music
on that.
was fucking bad.
I was into that. I saw her perform.
Did you? Perform, that's one word for it.
She was a support act to Robbie Williams at Nebworth.
I'd rather watch her than him, that's for sure.
I never forget, I was the only person that knew any of the words.
She can't bloody sing, that's the main issue.
We're going
you didn't like that one. You didn't like that one.
I bought it.
Oh, fuck
Christmas,
me.
wasn't it? Christmas single.
That song sucks. Anyway, Sharon doesn't like the Housewives franchise. Too much showing off their houses and catfighting. I mean...
Lauren was right there.
That is...
That's
what
you
that
like
show
about
is.
it.
Showing off the house. It's interesting seeing those houses, and the catfighting is fucking great.
As if Sharon didn't show off her house for years on TV.
Exactly. The showing off the houses is brilliant. And then something about Denise Richards' daughter being on OnlyFans.
Who's Denise Richards?
An actress. And then Sharon was slut-shaming her, and then Ekin-Su was being a prude. My notes are absolutely shit, and that was the end of my notes.
She said she doesn't like the way these women portray themselves. Oh, that's about the housewives.
Oh, right.
Then I've put OnlyFans/Only Girls. Is that what she said? Only Girls. Only. We need some more of your Sharon, please, while she's still in the house.
I'll do it when we get to a quote.
Can you please tell me how Sharon would say how awful she thinks OnlyFans is?
Oh, I'm not... I don't know why these young girls need to do OnlyFans. That's so bad.
It's got worse since last week.
That's terrible.
Say, oh, Louis.
Oh, Louis.
That's changed
Oh, Lulu.
too. Oh, Lulu.
I can't do it.
Lulu. Lauren said...
I need more drink for
By
that.
the way, these are the 2 jobs, Lauren said.
Yeah.
You can be a cleaner working in Tesco or do OnlyFans.
That's it.
That's it. Don't make
Which
her a
one are
career
you?
advisor.
Out of those 2, I'll do the OnlyFans.
You make a lot of money on OnlyFans, you know.
I don't think I would, but I'm sure some
I
people
think
can.
there's a market for everything. Of course you would.
Maybe the feet. You never know.
People love the feet.
Yeah. I've got nice feet, so, you know, keep your eyes peeled,
Anyway,
listeners.
Ekin-Su might not have a choice after this.
Also, Ekin-Su, not to be that person, but There's literally, I looked at her Instagram today. There are pictures of her in
none of her in a bikini.
And there's literally the first picture is of her in a bikini on the front of a magazine.
Oh my god!
It's like, why are you saying this? No one cares if you're wearing a bikini on your Instagram. That's your Instagram. You can wear whatever the fuck you want.
The other thing is, like, when Sharon asked her, she asked Sharon, would she do OnlyFans? And Sharon said, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
But when actually it was, I think this is probably the next day when she gets defensive about OnlyFans to Fern. I feel like OnlyFans is a legit thing that people do now.
Exactly. It's like she's creating an issue that's not there, like looking down on people.
Yeah, exactly.
It was quite funny when I went to Ekin-Su's Instagram. I noticed a friend of mine was liking Ekin-Su's pictures. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Female friend?
No.
A male friend?
Yeah. I was like, that's funny.
Ekin-Su official. A straight friend?
No.
Oh.
Like a little friend of mine.
A little friend of yours. Oh, Towie. I knew he had a soft spot for
only cats. Right, come on, let's do Monday. Shall we?
Oh, I see what you're talking about. It's an 80s picture, that one.
Yeah, no, but there was one before that, like a magazine cover. This, hold on, the first one, this one. Go here.
Oh,
there
yeah,
you
you are. You're right.
I know I'm right.
Always in the right.
Right, come on, let's do Monday.
Well, I don't know what episode that was, so...
Well, I don't know.
Talking.
What notes have you got? Lauren doesn't like Zizi still. She's not that quirky, and they wouldn't go for a drink together. I'm sure that's a relief to Zizi.
Oh, yeah, she said Zizi's a bit of a stickler.
Stickler for what?
It was kind of trying to be insulting, really, wasn't it? It's like, I like quirky... I like quirky people. She's not very quirky.
Yeah, like Zizi's so boring. I don't know. That's Colson.
You know, Lauren's just off the wall, absolutely zany.
Yeah, I'm mad me. Then we had the shopping list. Did you get any joy from that?
Sweet potatoes, vile. That's
just like Jed would. David said he loves a butty. I can tell. Next I've got is Levi talking about growing up in the Caribbean was a dream. Fruits on every tree that you could pick.
Yeah.
But why not
ask
David about growing up in Bolton? There's probably fruits on the tree there too.
You know why he doesn't ask David about his background?
Because he's not interested.
No.
Why?
There's some story came out about...
Oh, is he homophobic?
Being a bit homophobic. Telling somebody, you're all right for a gay guy.
Oh.
He doesn't want to know about David's life.
Dear.
He's uncomfortable with it,
Kick him out the club. Got you.
Mm.
I'm not surprised at all.
Sharon was wishing everyone good morning at 2 p.m.
I saw you saying you could relate to that.
That's my brand. Fern was choked up over Big Brother wishing her a happy Mother's Day. Fern is having a bit of an emotional time in the house, isn't she?
She is. I feel like she's got very down on herself about like her body image. Don't you know?
But the thing is,
just
if you look back...
doesn't mean you're, bad at body image.
No, and also... She used to be really big at one time, so she's obviously lost a lot of weight. So you think she'd be... Band. Oh, did she?
Yeah.
You think she'd be a bit proud of how she looks, because she actually looks really good.
Like, I mean, you can't compare yourself to bloody Ekin-Su when you're 60 odd or whatever Fern is.
No, I don't think
she... And why would you? And why should you? It's a completely different thing. But I do feel she's a bit down on herself. She should be proud of what she looks like. Not just what she looks like, just who she is.
It's not only that, I think it's how people are interacting with her, because she said... She felt she was a little bit unnoticed in the police task, and she said the task was a whole day of doing stuff that was pointless but brilliant. I was like, well, that sounds a bit like our podcast.
Yeah. That's a compliment, if anything.
Like, she thought she was, like, doing things to better the task, and, like, people didn't really care. And in the end, it didn't even matter. So I think it just made her feel not so good about herself.
This was a conversation in the house, I think, about how she loves big knickers, but also... likes going commando while wearing jeans.
Would you ever go commando?
Guys, I can't tell you about this.
What?
As a vagina owner.
Yes.
Which I know you're not.
No.
Far
from it.
That could never happen. Far from it. Humble brag. No. You're vaginal... Excuse my French.
I can imagine you don't want the denim getting up your vag.
Your vaginal lips...
wrapping around.
Would be rubbing on the seam of your jean. That sounds like hell.
Or maybe she was wearing a mom jean. The baggy jean. Do you think that would work? Because Ekin-Su was like, no.
No, Ekin-Su's right on this one.
Was it Ekin-Su that said that?
First time. Because Ekin-Su's probably like, oh no, you must wear pants because otherwise you're flaunting yourself.
Did Fern say something about being dried up that doesn't matter at her age?
Oh God,
something like that.
She did say something like that. No, I'm telling you, listeners, can you let us know? Most of our listeners are men. Do you go commando?
Would you ever? Have you ever? Has it ever come to it?
Never, ever. I'd rather just wear pants that I'd worn the day before than go commando. That's just not going to happen ever.
It wouldn't feel right, would it?
It would not feel right. Imagine you swinging around with no pants on.
Oh, fruit and veg hanging down.
Now, Carlson was talking about his weight loss because he used to be quite chubby as a child. He has lost a hell of a lot of weight, I must say. He said he was starving himself, but then he would go to KFC and get free meals and then would starve himself again.
What's that called? What feast?
KFC binge meal for one. Sharon said, people who don't have to worry about their weight, they don't realise how hard it is. And Jack at that point said, you don't know how true that is, which I understand as well, because I'm a
Sharon said, and I don't know what it means, she was 230 pounds. Do you know what that means in real weight? We should have done the conversion.
We need to do it. It's 230 divided by 14.
Hold on, I was just going to ask Google.
Oh,
230 pounds
in stone.
In kilograms.
In kilograms? What the fuck?
Oh, do you do stones?
Yeah.
Stones. Stone. Well, it's 104 kilograms. That sounds a hell of a lot.
Can you do it in stone so I can understand?
In stone.
We've got metrics for everyone.
16.4.
Oh, that is quite a lot, yeah.
I can't believe Sharon was...
She's so small
was
as well.
Was that maybe like before she was in the public eye?
She was, yeah, it was.
She's never been big.
No, I've seen a picture and she did look big. And she's tiny as well.
Pre-Ozempic, that.
I don't think it's that
before
bad.
She entered the Ozempic games.
Yeah.
So I get some wine.
It's interesting hearing the stars talk about their weight struggles.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's a shame Fern hasn't talked about it or hasn't been included.
Well, there was a bit. I'll tell the listeners while you're gone. Okay. There was a bit of a hullabaloo because I think this is right. I think she was like the face of some advert and was like saying she lost weight by like doing healthy eating, and then it came out that she'd had the gastric band.
Fern lied about it.
Yeah, and I think that's when she left this morning.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so I think that's probably why she's not talking about it, because she doesn't want to remind people about that. Oh. I could be wrong, but I think that's what happened.
Don't you think back then was like the dawn of the gastric band when like Vanessa had it as well?
Yeah. It is good, but I think you still want it. You still in your head want to eat that much, but you just can't.
You can't fit it in.
No, you can't fit it in. I'd be shoveling it in anyway.
To the band?
Possible.
Eventually, does it like come out? Do they take it out? I assume.
I don't think so.
It just stays there.
I think so.
God, it sounds horrible.
It's dangerous, that shit. I used to work in plastic surgeons, so I know.
You what?
I used to work in plastic surgeons. How do you not know this about me?
I don't know this.
Yeah, when I was at university, I had a part-time job in plastic surgeons. I used to have to count all the breast implants and go on reception. Yeah, they offer listeners. My listeners know this. You don't know me. They offered me free plastic surgery. They said you can have anything you want done. And the guy was going to, you need this, and this. I was like, no fucking thanks. I was only 20. I look good. Do you know what I mean? It's
they would always say you need something.
Now, if they offer it to me, I'll be like, I'll have that gastric.
Call back. Remember me?
Yeah.
You said I needed.
But the other receptionist said, God, she looked weird. Fuck. She had everything done. She looked freakish.
What, on the company?
Yeah. Honestly,
guinea pig.
That place was so fucked. It was like just run out of someone's house. Like they let me like watch a surgery once, and the person like hadn't consented to it.
Were they unconscious?
Yeah. It was so fucked. Boob job.
Oh.
It was honestly that was just.
God, I've seen enough of that on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so like the way they have
violent,
people.
Isn't it? Yeah. I know. Liposuction is the worst. That's like. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh no! Like the shaving of noses.
Oh, that is bad. Anyway, moving on. So, we've got the nominations now. Are we going to go through all these in great detail?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, God.
So Sharon...
Let's go through them quickly.
Let's not forget, Sharon was supposed to be here for a short time.
Yeah.
Not a good time, not a long time. And she's still there. And so Big Brother's like, well, what we're going to do with Sharon? Obviously, she's still here. Nominations twist.
Oh, yeah. She had to go and she pretended she was going to go and have a nap.
She had the ultimate shock face. I was worried about the face.
She was a bit boring with her reactions, so I felt like she didn't really react to anything.
What does she care? She's going to go in a few days.
She could have reacted a bit more.
Perhaps it's the surgery just holding back the reactions. When she found out she was going to watch them, she was like,
the
jaw on the floor.
Yeah, but she didn't actually say anything of interest, I thought.
Yeah, I'm going to take a shower.
Come on, let's do these quick.
Marissa, is it okay to call BB-Boo?
No.
Hey, Boo. Marissa nominated Lauren and Louis. She didn't like the way Louis spoke about Zizi. Zizi had to defend herself and show herself in a way that she didn't want to be seen.
We know what that means.
Go on.
Oh, the angry black woman trope. Louis making Zizi, come across like that when she's not.
What was that about?
Oh, I can't remember.
She hates everyone. It was that.
Oh,
yeah, you're right. It is that.
I hate everyone. That's my thing.
Bradley called her Mauritian, I think. Anyway, Ekin-Su, she nominated David. He's got traits of selfishness and what? Comments in the middle. What does
comments
that mean?
In convos.
Oh.
Don't know about what.
And Zizi, she's always guarded. She's ready to. What did you say at me?
Oh,
this
yeah,
was not good.
doing the accent.
Did she do the accent?
Yeah, don't you notice Ekin-Su when she talks about Zizi does a sort of London accent?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
A sort of black London accent.
Ready? That accent has got a name. It's multicultural, British English or something. Ready to come at me, she said. Always ready to argue. That's just the way she copes with things.
Unconscious bias.
Did they get the training? Can we rerun that module, please? Lauren nominated Zizi after Orangegate. She's not made any effort with her, and then started promoting her home range in the diary room. She's got candles, Zizi's got diffusers.
Zizi's not asked me anything about my home range. Candles, my air fresheners. Zizi, how could you not ask Lauren about her home range? That was quite impressive the way she shoehorned
that product placement in.
That was the most interesting thing she's done in the house, to be honest.
We need that in that bedroom.
That was good.
Then she nominated David. He's an attention seeker and a drama queen.
Well,
and he wants everyone to sing and jump around, and it's
irritating.
irritating.
The singing! I have to say, the singing is getting on my wick.
It's going to do that all day.
It's getting on my air wick, and also my Glade plug-in.
He said this: "I love you, Louis Walsh. You're the best mentor."
Not Jedward.
Was it Lauren? Louis said, "You have to stand out." Why is he constantly thinking he's on X Factor?
He probably thinks he actually is because he's gone senile.
Nikita's nominations were Lauren can't stand the word hate to describe somebody you don't know, and Fern for isolating herself from the group. I was surprised about that one. Levi nominated Zizi. She didn't accept Lauren's apology. Levi coming for Zizi, something don't sit right with me about that.
No wonder his daughters don't talk to him.
And also he nominated Lauren, wrong to have broken the rules. And then I said, what about accepting
whose side is he on?
No, hang on. He nominated Zizi for not accepting the apology, and then Lauren for breaking the rules. But Lauren wrote a very heartfelt letter, as we all remember. It's totally banter. Louis nominated Zizi. She's just not for me. And Fern, she's just there like wallpaper. Who can we do without? It's Fern.
Well, you were wrong there, Louis. He was eating those words yesterday.
Yeah, eating Fern's words. Bradley nominated Louis. He's no help around the house.
Yeah, same nom. He's that same nom every week person. You got to have one of those, isn't there?
Lauren, no deep conversation.
Wow.
You should ask her about the home range.
Carson nominated Lauren for still not knowing his name, and Louis for not pulling his weight because he went and had a nap during the task.
That's exactly the notes I've got. Fern nominated Ekin-Su. She's got a strange vibe. We're not all on the same plane. Astral plane or plane to Love Island. Lauren was the second nomination. Gave her laundry to do after asking if she was going to put a load on.
That is quite good. Quite shameless, really.
Louis said about the public have no taste. Don't ever forget that.
I mean, is he wrong?
No, I mean, see Charlotte Crosby, Helen Wood.
Yeah, that's an incendiary thing to say to the idiot general public, Louis, but I admire it.
David's nominations for Lauren. She talks behind backs. Levi as well hasn't tried to get to know him. Never asked him questions.
He's not interested in you, David.
Zizi's nominations were Lauren. She's more a colleague than anything.
I like that.
And they are 3 to 5 words away from something occurring.
I like that too.
Louis, he likes to talk about people.
Well, that is true. He does.
So that concluded the nominations. Lauren got 8.
And Sharon didn't react to anything. The only thing she reacted to was when someone nominated Levi. Oh, David. And she's like, not Levi. Not Levi. Just like, who gives a fuck about Levi?
Who went up? Lauren, Louis and Fern. Was it?
Zizi, Lauren and Louis. Oh, yeah, because Zizi got swapped out by Sharon.
Oh, yeah, that was Sharon's part of the task, wasn't it?
That was a bit of a surprise when Sharon saved Zizi, wasn't it?
She knows what she's doing. She's got a reputation to repair. Plus, Zizi reminds of someone that I love.
Kelly Osbourne, apparently.
Do you know what those nominations meant?
I was happy because Zizi would have gone, so I was happy.
For sure. Sharon did Zizi a favour and did us a favour.
She did.
Those noms meant that everyone, apart from Louis, that could nominate Lauren did.
Oh, interesting. And then Sharon chose Fern as the replacement because she's old and the young ones are enjoying themselves. Fucking hell. Fern's going to get called old 7 different ways this week. Fuck me, leave her alone. Louis goes, oh, you couldn't have saved me. Would have been too obvious. Too obvious. What does that mean?
Do you think he expected it?
He did. He was quite upset about it, wasn't he? He said he was later on. The next day he was like, oh, I thought she would have saved me. Too obvious. No one knows you two are friends. Sharon said Fern has had some hard knocks. Well, why are you giving her another one? Fern in the diary room said, well, if I go, it's been a great experience for an old timer, and this was one of the greatest, kindest episodes in my working life.
I thought that's really nice that she's like seemingly so moved by the experience.
But I don't like all these celebrities describing it as being like work and colleagues and work. Like,
well, it is a job, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not right. It's Big Brother.
To them, it's just a job.
God,
just a paycheck.
How rude. It's doing it Ulrika Johnson. Don't be that person.
I am jumping back here, but I just want to touch on this.
I thought we were getting through it too quickly.
Louis and Sharon were talking about red meat, right?
Oh, yeah, I did have that.
Oh, you don't like red meat, do you? To Sharon. And she said, no, I can't stand anything with blood, and Aussie's the same. Louis goes, the whole planet's eating it. As if, like, red meat is, like, a really popular thing that's booming right now. And I'm pretty sure most of the planet is really realising they need to cut down the consumption of meat. And he goes about, obviously, but he eats bats.
God, Jesus Christ.
We never escaped that, will he?
No, I should hope not.
Did he actually bite the head off a live bat?
I think he did, but I'm not sure. It could just be like Freddie Starr ain't my hamster, couldn't it? God, I'm showing my fucking age.
Ekin-Su said, who the fuck voted for Louis?
Oh, well, you in 3 fucking days, bitch. That's who. Like the irony. That was her talking to herself from the future. Ekin-Su said, I want to be like you when I get older, to Sharon. Well, yeah,
rich
you've
and...
got the fucking bitch side covered. This whole thing when fucking Sharon went, oh, we'll get onto it, but that was just absurd.
Oh, very emotional, wasn't it? Very, very moving.
That was just so weird. Nikita said he was struggling. Don't know, was he in the diary room saying that? He's so boring, who cares? Zizi said she was not expecting to be saved and was getting emotional. She wants to be a flower. She doesn't want to be tough. She wants to be a flower, something like that.
This was Zizi's
reaction to being saved.
Commentary on being a strong black woman, actually, which reminded me of what Trish had said in the house, and subsequently. But I felt like Big Brother edited it real quick. They cut it off a bit too quick for my liking. Yeah, sometimes she wants to be like a flower.
With that Instagram post that Jack sent me of a dancing sunflower screaming. Louis has had enough of singing. He has had 15 years of it.
Fern was doing a musical number. I've got a life. Thank God I'm nobody's wife. Didn't you watch all of the singing on the live feed? You were complaining about it, weren't you?
It was awful. Louis said, I've got paid really fucking well on the X Factor. Yeah, no shit. Sharon told... What did you think about this? Told Zizi to stay in control and not lose her temper.
She said you can be confrontational, but don't lose your temper. I mean, it's not bad advice.
I had mixed feelings about it, because in a way I'm thinking, well, this is this old white woman telling this black woman like how to behave.
Yeah.
But in another way I was thinking, it is actually quite good advice.
Yeah.
So I was a bit torn on it.
Yeah, no, I felt the same.
I felt she wasn't trying to patronise her. She was trying to help her.
But...
Yeah.
Zizi's not lost her temper,
No, that's
temper
true.
in the Big Brother
That's
house.
true. No, she hasn't. She's got that persona about her, but she hasn't.
However, if she is relating Zizi mentally to Kelly, and she sees that Kelly has a temper, perhaps she's just
temper
passing that on in a sort of caring manner. But yeah, they did feel a little
I felt like
Zizi took it.
She took it, but yeah, you don't know what she was actually thinking.
I felt like she might have been taken aback to begin with, but I think she accepted it in the end.
Zizi's probably used to like people telling her what to think.
Well, I should think so.
Louis said Sharon did the right thing putting Fern up.
She's a lovely lady. There's nothing you could do, he said. Nothing you could do.
And then Sharon and Louis both said they felt like it was time for Lauren to go. It's like, hold on, I thought she was your bestie.
She is Louis' bestie,
isn't she? It's time for her to go. She's had her time. Fern said she's been hurt very badly by men in her life.
I didn't realise that she wasn't with Phil Vickery
until
recently, because I thought they were like quite a solid couple back in the day.
I think he gives off a strange vibe.
Do you?
I think he comes across like a bit of an arsehole.
Yeah, he is actually.
Don't you think? He's like...
He's probably one of the least likeable TV chefs,
He is. He's not charismatic at all.
No.
He's just like some old guy hanging around the kitchen. Get out.
But he's not worse than that one that's always drunk, Rick Stein.
Oh,
He's the worst one.
Isn't he dead?
Is he? I don't think so.
Oh, I think I'm thinking of someone else.
Oh, they're one of the hairy bikers that died.
No, someone else. Someone else who was always drunk and a cook, and they died.
He was always drunk on TV, Rick Stein.
Sharon and Louis are self-proclaimed survivors of what? We don't know. Simon Cowell, I guess.
Yeah. Psycho.
I'm psycho!
God, you've brought that one out twice.
I know! Got to wheel out these old references for the Ohos. Not the Ohos. The Yolos.
Sharon can tell Fern has been hurt in life.
What?
Sharon said she can tell Fern's been hurt in life, and Louis said by men.
And she said, she didn't want to find love again,
You're right. We're so lucky we're survivors, Sharon, said Louis. Of what?
Yeah.
This is a conversation about men, though. Sharon's in a very happy relationship.
Why is Louis not giving anything away about his relationship?
What relationship?
Well, we don't know. That's the thing. We don't know. He's doing a Judy and Claire, isn't he? He's going in there and saying nothing. Well, Sharon survived Ozzy having an affair. Ozzy was sleeping with the hairdresser. Yeah.
Oh.
So she took him back. So I suppose she survived. Oh, and Sharon survived cancer as well.
Did she?
Yeah, she had cancer, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Louis, I don't know what he survived. Managing Jedward, I guess.
Oh, they're vile.
Vile. More of that later. Okay,
This is the thing. Before X Factor, we didn't know who Louis was.
No.
He's just some manager in a record label.
Yeah.
He's literally X Factor's all he ever had.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's acting hard done by.
Me and Jack were watching The Many Faces of Louis Walsh on YouTube.
Oh, from Harry Hill.
Yeah, people should watch. I'm going to send that to Laurie. She'll like that. Hitler was one of them. Because Louis goes like this. That's so funny.
Harry Hill was so good.
That was so funny. Okay, Tuesday. It's the eviction. AJ looks like a turquoise mermaid.
Oh, she looked so good on this eviction. That was her best outfit yet, I think.
Haven't written down what Will Best was wearing.
Doesn't matter. Next to AJ, who cares?
If he's got clothes on, we're not interested.
I'm a bit... I was on TikTok looking at Big Brother content today, and I saw an interview from before the relaunch when Davina was saying she would have done it.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris Moyles was interviewing her. And she said, looking back retrospectively, I'm probably not the right person to do it. She said... this is actually before it had come on TV, so she might have a different opinion now. But she said she saw AJ and Will together at the NTA Awards, and she was like, they've got great chemistry, and now she can understand why they would want them.
Yeah. Now I've seen them together, I can understand why they chose them. The only bugbear I have with them, I do think their presenting has got better as well. The only bugbear I have with them is their non-confrontational interview style. I find it very boring to watch. I want them to dig people out a bit more. And I think that's what the people want as well.
I went down a rabbit hole. I watched all of, on someone's TikTok. People put all shit on TikTok which doesn't belong to them. Just like TV clips. Yeah, someone had like, chronicled, is that the right word? Like basically put all the clips of the Roxanne palette drama.
Oh yeah.
That situation was something else. This CBB compared to that is like Rugrats.
Yeah, it is. But there are some elements of it. Not to compare Ekin-Su to Roxanne Palette.
Oh, not you as well.
No, not to compare, but
you're going to compare it to Jade next, are you?
There are some elements of trying to manage the public perception, trying to control what the public thinks.
Because you can't do it.
There are some elements there. I don't care what anyone says. So, cry me a river if you disagree.
What she's doing, different stratospheres.
Completely different thing, yeah.
But what you're saying, and like damage of image and
trying
potential...
to pull the wool over our eyes, it never fucking works. It never ever works.
Yeah, but I think it's a bit different because Roxanne Palette was obviously tapped. And she obviously...
Hold on, what about those psych tests?
She obviously believed she'd been punched.
Yeah. Ow!
Exactly what... Believe? I've just been punched by whatever his name is, off Coronation Street.
But
Ryan
Thomas.
No, but she said his character name.
Sorry, Jason Grimshaw.
Jason Grimshaw off Coronation Street. What?
I saw he just won Dancing on Ice. Good luck to him.
Well done.
Winning everything without the sympathy vote this time.
And he's hot.
Is he?
Yes.
If you say so.
Yeah. He's hotter
He's got two other
Will
brothers
Best.
who are nice looking.
Yeah, one of them's been on I'm a Celebrity as well, I think, hasn't he?
He's hotter than Will Best?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a hot take. Fuck me. That is incorrect. That's the most incorrect thing I think you've ever said in your life.
Wow.
It's not. Fuck me. Anyway, come on, we're getting caught up.
Jedward Revile. So,
yeah, perfect.
Let's talk about Jedward Revile. Have you seen Gemma Collins' Instagram stories?
Yes, I have.
How come they were just happening to be at Gemma Collins' house on a Tuesday night having a casual roast dinner?
And then a hot tub. I'm happy. I'm happy for them, to be honest. I'm happy that they're all hanging out together. As much as I hate Gemma Collins, that was good that she filmed them. And then when she was going, "Where's the 5 mil? Where's the 5 mil, Louis?" Because he said, "I got 5 million for them." And she said, she said they never received a penny of it. She's going, "Where's the 5 mil?" And that was funny.
Jedward posted some crazy shit.
I know they did. He never sent us flowers when our mum died.
Said he came into the hotel room in the night.
Oh yeah, I know. And then went somewhere else. And what does that tell you? Louis opened a bit of a Pandora's box here, I think.
Jedward bite back.
Jedward do. But I think what Louis was trying to say, I could be completely wrong. When Jedward were actually on X Factor, they were cunts. Don't you remember them like push some girl off stage and shit? And
they?
They were being absolute arseholes.
That was their brand. Like jumping around like tearaways.
Yeah.
They were like kids though, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. But it's just like the way Sharon was acting when she came out, I think Louis is going to get a shock that he thinks most of the stuff ain't going to be shown.
Oh, yeah. She was surprised that stuff had been aired.
Do they know what Big Brother is? Who advised them on going in? This was the start of Louis just absolutely eviscerating about 12 different people during this day, and I was here for it. I fucking was. Absolutely here for it.
Do you know what? I really should have jumped and acted sooner. If we'd have posted that bloody Gemma Collins stream... Because people put it on Twitter, that stuff blew up. Yeah. I was just too quiet trying to make notes and everything else.
Never mind.
What was Fern saying about Sharon? I missed something. I've got a question for you there. Do you know?
Lauren was saying about me, Collister, Marista and Colston. Like, those are 3 different people. Marista.
Oh, shit.
Fern is fond of ZZ's sass and said she's brainy. Sass, that's another bit of... I think it's a bit coded
slightly.
Sassy. I don't know. What's this? Poo Busters. What's that? I've just written Poo Busters. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Oh, I think Bradley and someone else was going to clean the toilet. Maybe right. Lauren? Does Lauren clean?
No, I wouldn't have thought so. David asking Louis about X Factor.
Oh, Rylan came up, didn't he?
Yeah, he said you could have been a Rylan to David, I think.
He said, don't do a Rylan.
But Louis said...
Rylan? Don't do a Rylan. Rylan's a very successful broadcaster.
I think he meant the crying and wailing when he got picked.
Oh, he was reenacting that, wasn't he?
Meant that.
Yeah, he was.
But Louis actually...
is this the day of the pop stars task?
Yes.
Yeah.
But Louis actually said he likes Rylan. Once per episode, Louis says he likes someone. This
does he?
episode, it was Rylan. Next episode, it was Kate Middleton.
The last episode was Melania Trump.
There you go.
Oh, lovely lady.
The one person. It's like, is it good to be that person or not? In a way, it's kind of bad. If Louis likes you, you might be a questionable character.
You could have been a Rylan. Rylan wasn't the best singer in the world, he said.
Colson said,
Never forget Wires by Rylan.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
Colson said, could I have been a Chico? I like that. I used to like Chico. It was sweet. Did you not
It's
like Chico time? Chico time? Come on.
Never forget Chico time.
That was fun. Levi said he was trouble in his teen years, was burgling houses and got sent to a detention centre. He said his dad said, lock him up, and he will never forgive him for that. I thought that he was preaching forgiveness the other day and how children should forgive their parents. So can't have it both ways, Levi. That's all I've got to say about that. I will give him something.
Fair take.
I am anti-Levi, but it is impressive that he's gone from burgling houses to being like a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Yeah, because he lied about his source. You know that?
I heard that, yeah.
Apparently,
nicked it off his friend or something.
we heard that from Molly. No, yeah.
Burgling.
No, not that. He lied on the show.
Oh,
he
said it was his grandma's
recipe.
Yeah.
Got to embellish the truth.
That's fine.
Got to inflate your CV, haven't you?
That's just branding.
Great at teamwork. Knows Excel.
My biggest weakness is working too hard. David was describing the housemates. He said, Lauren is the crazy auntie who will give you a drink before you're supposed to have one. I like that.
Who said that, David?
Yeah.
I missed that completely.
Then I've got the pot star task.
The task is, you're going to be a star.
Is that what the show's called? It's not very catchy, is it?
Well, I can't use anything that's going to infringe psycho copyrights. They could have called it the BB factor, couldn't they?
Like, anything would be better than you're gonna be a star. That's so shit.
It sounds like shit Louis would say.
It doesn't go to well with a hashtag, does that?
No.
You don't want an
no.
apostrophe in there for starters.
YGBAS.
Oh God.
No. Big Brother said you need to look like a star. You need to sound like a star. You need to be a star. That's just the least catchy catchphrase.
Sing every word like you meant it.
So, what's that?
That's what Louis Walsh said.
Did he?
He sang every word like you meant it and was crying. That's another clip that Jack was showing me on YouTube.
X-Factor.
Yeah. And was like crying his eyes out. It was just so ridiculous.
So, in the task, Marisha was the singing coach. Makes sense.
I like Marisha now.
You do? You weren't sure last week?
I wasn't sure because I thought she was very loud.
Oh, you like her because she's nominated?
No,
Ekin-Su.
I like her personality as well.
She's nice.
She's nice. She's good.
She is likeable, as I said.
She's good.
Nikita was the lead choreographer, although I didn't notice much good choreography going on.
He's wallpaper.
Louis doesn't think Fern can be a star. She'll have to go at the back, he said. She's too old.
Honestly,
They're 71.
I watched this on my own, and when Jack came in, I said, "You've got to watch these bits and just replay these bits back." It's so fucking fun. Hold on, is Louis the same age as Fern?
No, Fern's like, what, 50 odd? And
Is she?
Louis 70, isn't she?
I don't know.
I'm going to Google Fern Britton age.
I don't think she's 50 odd. I think
she's
she must be 60, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's like maybe 50. Oh, she's 66.
Yeah. God,
I thought she was like 56. I thought she was like 56.
She looks bloody good for 66.
She does.
I thought she was about 60.
Never mind those Swiss roll boobs that you've got to roll up, Fern. You look great.
Sharon was like, Louis, stop. Yeah, Louis, I don't think Fern is right for the girl group.
How old does Louis think he is?
And then we had this bit of Louis talking about Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh, he's a bit of a freak. He's a
strange man.
Sharon said, I thought he was gay.
Yeah, so did I.
Louis said, no, the opposite.
The opposite.
The opposite.
Like, I mean, to be fair, I thought it was gay too. And I think when he said he's a bit of a freak, he means the way he looks, because he does look weird.
Oh, he's like a creepy clown.
Rubber.
Rex, is that you? It's like Mr. Snuggles in real life.
Yeah, some Bo Selector shit going on there.
Anyway, in the task, the girls' song.
Yeah.
So do you remember the name of the girl band?
I did write it down, but I've forgotten.
What was it? Flavour something?
Oh,
Maybe
Spice. It was a
later.
play on Spice Girls, wasn't it? Like Flavour Women or something.
Flavour Ladies. Was
was
that a play on Spice Girls?
I think so. That's what I thought.
I never made the connection, but you might be right.
Makes sense, right?
Flavour Ladies.
That is so bad.
But it wasn't even if it was me, I would have. Well, we didn't see it written down.
Yeah.
I would have spelled it FLAVA.
Oh, you would.
And then ladies with a Z on the end, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, that makes
the
sense.
Flavour Ladies.
Actually, right. What were the boys called?
The Sexy Slayers.
Oh, no.
Levi couldn't even bring himself to say it, and we know why.
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
So the girls had to perform something kind of ooh. Your favourite Girls Aloud song, I've heard.
Is it? No, it isn't.
No? What is
Sound
it?
of the Underground is my favourite. It's a classic.
Just started with the best, didn't they?
Yeah, all downhill from there. Unfortunately. That is a good song.
And then
Something kind of ooh, I don't mind. I've got a few catchy ones, to be honest.
And then the boys had to do Flying Without Wings.
Oh, that sucks.
That is done to death, isn't it?
Absolute shit.
But they both relate to Louis, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Was Louis on? No, Louis went on Pop Stars, was he? No, he wasn't. It was Dr. Fox.
Oh, God.
And
Pete
Waterman.
Oh, no. Coulson's getting aggy. What was his problem? Oh, he wanted to sing the first verse, not the second verse.
Was it?
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Louis goes, you're the weakest member of the band.
It's so funny. This is when I made my infamous tweet. It must be exhausting being as fake as Ekin-Su all the time. That got a hell of a lot of likes. Yeah, about at least 50, maybe more.
Well done.
I know. So this was when she was going, oh, I think I'm going to pose like this, and like sucked her finger.
It's so hypocritical after all she says.
She is a fucking hypocrite. Have you noticed? Fan goes, oh, I think you better save that for your OnlyFans page.
She got so pissy about that.
Ekin-Su goes, I don't have any bikini pics on my OnlyFans. I'm not how you think.
She ain't got OnlyFans. Instagram.
Oh yeah, Instagram. I'm not how you think I am just because I was on Love Island. No one thinks you are anything. What is wrong with you, woman?
Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
If Love Island is also a similar premise show where people get monitored around the clock, how did she win?
Apparently she was nice on it.
No, but like she can't switch up like that.
No, I think she has. I think she switched up her personality because, well, I've heard mixed things because I've heard some people say she was nice on it.
Maybe it was the man that helped them win.
Someone,
it's a couple, right?
Yeah, someone I know who went to school with Helen said.
Oh, Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells said she wasn't nice on it. She was an arsehole on it too, which I believe her, if anything. Mate, I don't think that guy is nice. I think he's a bit of a slime ball. He's broken her heart, that's for sure. David.
Who do you love the most? Davide, she said.
Oh, Davide.
Davidoff.
I've got a Smirnoff. Anyway, that was just absolutely pathetic. Any more to say about that particular scene?
Not about that particular scene, but I've noted that Bradley can sing, Levi cannot. Does Levi not have a music career?
Yeah, he's got the reggae sauce. That reggae. Did he release that as a single?
It's obviously a different singing style than Flying Without Wings, because my God.
This is when Louis came into the bedroom and was like going, oh, you look good, Ekin-Su, blah, blah, blah. Oh,
even Fern.
Even Fern looks good. He must have said it about 3 times as well.
That's the first thing that Ekin-Su said that I agreed with. She was like, you can't say even.
You know.
It's just, you look good.
Zizi said it as well.
Yeah. And he walked out. He knows, though. He's a little shit stirrer. He knows he's winding them up.
Yeah, of course he does.
He goes, oh, I won't change what I'm saying. Even Fern looks good.
Ekin-Su did look good, I must say. Louis to Coulson. Oh, yeah, at the moment you're the weak link in the group.
Can we talk about Fern's thigh gap during the performance?
Oh, I didn't see that. Tell me.
It's like Cheddar Gorge.
Oh, well, that going commando. She's worn it away. Oh, God.
Just a very, very wide thigh gap.
Oh.
I've never seen a thigh gap like it.
Fern?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. She has lost a lot of weight then.
Like, I'm talking like a hand's width between the thighs.
Oh, my God. That could come in handy.
Could it?
Well, yeah, you never know. What do you think of the performances? I thought they were absolutely terrible.
I can't remember them, to be honest.
Lauren did the splits. And the boys,
that was quite impressive.
The boys' singing was absolutely terrible. The girls I thought were a lot better. And the boys weren't. That made no sense to me. That was like, what are they called? One True Voice winning over Girls Aloud. That would not have worked.
I was going to say, they didn't, did
no,
they?
But
What if I fall into a different reality?
This
that,
would be,
that happened?
if that happened, as
Sacred
wrong as that.
and true, and living up to.
Oh, God, that sucked. That was so bad. I know, so at this point, Nikita said boots down, which gave me a bad flashback to Kitty Kitty Purr, Blue.
Oh, Kitty Kitty
BBUS.
Purr. The house down boots.
God.
This is the thing, okay? You would be forgiven for assuming that Nikita was gay because he's even assimilated the language.
Yeah.
But you know,
he is gay.
Leighton. He's not.
He
you know,
is.
Leighton, whatever.
No.
The guy who is in.
Oh, the black guy.
Waterloo Road. Is it that?
Oh,
is he
the guy who's danced with Nikita in Strictly Come Dancing?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's claiming like, oh, I taught Nikita all of this language. That's why he's using it.
Oh, okay. I hate that guy. He really gets on my nerves.
He was in Everyone's Talking About Jamie and also some sort of school drama on the BBC. I don't know if it is Waterloo Road.
I find that guy rather irritating.
Gary Barlow.
Was the next to get
bashing.
slated. But he wasn't getting slated by Louis. He was slated by Fern.
Dollars ditch water.
She said he had to have this particular water and tea bags, and he never touched any of it.
On what? This morning?
It's a musical that they were doing. And then Ekin-Su said, oh, well, I met him and he was really nice to me. And Fern went, of course he would be.
Did she?
It was just like the biggest fucking stab ever.
Sorry, Fern's getting my 5 votes.
Yeah.
All on Fern.
Of course he would be. It's just like, just fucking, the way she says it, just like silently kills you, doesn't it?
Love it.
Fucking great. Louis was getting booed at this point, which I was not happy about.
Get Louis out.
Yeah, fuck off, people. Idiot general public. Life is a roller coaster was being played.
Oh, he's such a prick.
And someone said it's a great song. No, it is not. Louis said it, I think. Yeah, he's such a prick. Everyone thinks he's a lovely guy. No, they don't.
He said he hasn't had a hit since I left. He fired me.
That was fucking great. Ronan Keating we're talking about. He's like Gary Barlow, but shitter.
I used to have a real problem with his voice.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you used to fancy him.
No. So after...
Find a girl, settle down.
Yes. Was that the first song
Father
you did?
and Son.
Is that the first song you released?
It was like a cover, wasn't it? Yeah.
I remember, so I was a teenager, and it was that era where like singles were such a big deal.
Yeah.
And my friend, my male friend, bought the single, and I just couldn't get my head around it. I was like, why have you bought this?
This is how I feel about every single you've ever bought.
I bought Sound of the Underground, so you can take that back.
Okay, I'll take it back. And BBUK, probably.
Yeah,
that's about it.
A few BBUK singles.
Yeah, I've got all the old BBUK singles. Oh, so
get them on eBay, whoever for you, Bob.
Oh, good. Anyway, go on. What else?
Ekin-Su was making a big deal over the OnlyFans comment from Sharon. I mean Fern, I think. Sharon said, "You're naturally a sexy person." Ekin-Su said, "Sometimes when you go into meetings, people judge you. They think you're stupid or whatever."
Probably because she's going into a meeting sucking a finger. Yeah, people think I'm stupid, and Sharon goes, "But you're not a bimbo." Even using the word bimbo is just adding to this problem.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a bimbo. It's a made-up thing that men used to call women. It really pisses me off, this sort of stuff. It's absolutely pathetic. And then Ekin goes, "Oh, after you go, who should I hang out with?" Like asking, for some strategy. Yeah, basically from Sharon. And Sharon's, of course, seen the nominations. So Sharon goes, hang out with the boys. Like Colson, like Nikita, because they're like safe to hang out with.
The Bradley Bunch. There you go. There's a title. Maybe not.
I've said Ekin-Su is delighted with this validation and callously switching sides. Oh, I was right. She did callously switch sides.
Did she?
Yeah, I said she's going to do a gnocchi.
Well, switching sides of the sofa. By the way, about the sofa and about the intros that you like with the words,
I like
those bits are all simulations of the house.
Oh, are they?
So was that first VT where we thought the drone was flying through the house? Was that all CGI?
Oh my God.
I don't think that one was.
No, it can't have been. They can't CGI all of that.
But if you look at the CGI sofas, they're not the same as the real sofas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my eye out for that. Oh, this conversation went on. Ekin said girls are jealous of her. Oh, this old chestnut. And Sharon said you get less drama with guys. You're literally 2 women sat there bitching about people. So, yeah, you do get less drama with guys, but you're part of the problem. Girls' Alliance. Never gonna work.
What about women supporting women? I've got a question. Do you think that Ozzy Osbourne smells nice?
No.
Because Sharon misses the way Ozzy smells.
I'd imagine he smells like fags and lavender. Wouldn't you? He probably actually can't smoke anymore because he's so decrepit.
I reckon he probably smells worse than that.
Oh, really? What, pee?
Body odour and wee. Yeah.
Oh, God, Jesus.
I'm not sure what sort of state he's in.
Well, he didn't look good the past few times.
Remember when he had the quad bike accident.
Yeah, I
that
know.
nearly killed him.
Jack said every time he sees a quad bike, he thinks of that. They do look bloody dangerous. They do look fun, though, I must say. I've never been on one.
Don't do it. My cousin had a bad accident.
Oh, really?
As well. Yeah.
Shit. Colson was talking about his dream house and what he would like in it, but I didn't write a thing down about that. I just said mine would have a swimming pool. What would yours have?
A floor-to-ceiling screen that I could watch Big Brother on.
Oh, that's good. I'll come around yours.
Ekin-Su claimed to have on the live feed, I think, a screen as big as the Big Brother living room in her flat. How would you get that into a flat that size?
It's probably just a bedroom mirror. No, bollocks. Just lying again. Louis in the diary room said he was upset Sharon didn't save him. He was surprised, but if I'm voted out, I'm voted out. But he doesn't want to miss out on the fun.
Is Louis having fun?
Apparently. Ekin-Su called Lauren a wonderful person. This is when I did my tweet, Ekin sucks. I thought that was quite good. That could be one if she goes. She's the sort of person who wears rubber gloves to wash up. I feel like you might be one of those as well.
We don't really wash up, but yeah, I do have them.
Thought so.
Actually, it's not my doing though.
Okay, all right. I'll talk.
Dan likes a rubber glove.
Dan about that later.
But I've realised it is. I've realised it is of benefit to protect you from
wrinkles.
The suds, like I don't know, drying out your hands or whatever. But I don't have a washing up bowl, so there aren't any suds.
Okay, we've gone too far. Louis and Marisha were talking. Yeah. Marisha thinks Sharon is sweet. I don't think she is.
What about the voice?
Oh,
Lulu.
Fern has enjoyed playing all day. It's been more than what she would have imagined. I get the impression she's a bit lonely in the real world. That's my thoughts.
But she's happy she hasn't got a husband, she says. And when Louis is talking about her you will find love.
Oh, she's like, no, I don't want interested.
It. Yeah.
Don't blame her.
She said it's been a gift. Oh.
Eviction, Louis getting booed.
This is another episode.
No, this is the same thing. Lauren went. What? It's the same episode.
Okay.
What's wrong?
Was Ekin-Su crying that Lauren left?
No, that's the next episode. I was worried it was going to be Louis. And then they were like, oh, it's a surprise double eviction, but it's not. It was just that Sharon left as well.
Yeah, they were quiet about Sharon leaving. And they didn't even trailer it on Late and Live, so people were... there was like suggestion that she might stay. Sharon
sort of really took the limelight off of Lauren going, didn't she? They really.
Well, the fact they interviewed her first was a piss take, don't you think?
I suppose.
That interview was terrible as well.
Hold on. Before she left, Sharon, who has made the most impact on you in the house?
Oh, this is very hard. Big Brother was like, "Don't worry, there's no consequence." I thought, well, don't ask then.
What was the point of all this? I feel like there was something, and then
get them out. Evict them immediately.
I feel like there was.
Big Brother wanted
to evict two immediately.
Levi and the other one. She said Nikita was.
What, evict both of them?
Yeah.
She said they made the most impact. Yes, I'm here for that.
Evil Big Brother needs to come back, and we need to get these people out. So
I feel like there was something here, and then they ran out of time to do it because Sharon was taking so long to say.
Well, couldn't possibly. Well, I don't know. Big Brother reassured her there's no consequences.
It was so fucking awkward. And then when she said, I really hope Levi's daughters call him, that was a step too far for me.
Did you say it in the interview?
No, she said it as she left the house. And then they cut it out of the next day's highlights, which I liked. That is so inappropriate. How fucking dare you? If parents and children have beef, it is always the parents' fault. I'm quoting Judge Judy there. So don't even fucking...
She'd be a good housemate.
She would.
How old is she now?
She don't need the money. That's the problem.
She's
got
90 old.
Fortunes. She don't fucking comment on people's relationships with their parents. You do not know what goes on. Do not ever fuck with that, Sharon. Fuck off. That really pissed me off. A lot of people on Twitter were very pissed off about that as well. Yeah, so they were all bawling about Sharon going.
Bawling.
I've said I hope the boos don't stop Louis being a bitch, and also Louis has no one to talk to now.
I don't think Louis is even aware. There was like, you know, when Kerry got chanted, that was the whole thing.
Yeah,
like, she went to the diary room and it was like, oh, how did you feel? That has not been mentioned.
Well, the other housemates were aware because they all fucking started nominating him and saying him for everything, didn't they?
Well, they was copping a few already though, wasn't it?
True. Kelly came out. She had a new face and body.
Oh yeah, and also a new voice. A new accent. Kelly now is like hyper British, hyper English.
Sharon.
She looked very sombre throughout the whole interview, didn't she?
She looked weird. She's been replaced as well, just like Kate Middleton.
Like Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, and her. Sharon said, Louis never moved a cup or anything, and you wouldn't want to eat anything he's cooked.
That's true.
Lauren interview, you've got nothing, have you?
No.
Who cares? And that colour doesn't suit her as icon.
I would have rather had Lauren interviewed first, though. I felt like they tried to, I don't know, milk a, what's it called, milking a stone or something? What do you call that?
Get blood out of a stone.
Yeah, trying to get blood out of a stone with Sharon. And like it went into two parts. And AJ and Will were repeating the question, each other's questions. Will actually said later that Sharon...
Is there a mix-up with the auto cue or something?
No. They've got cards, haven't they? Actually, maybe they don't. He said that Sharon stares into your soul and gives you a lot of eye contact. And he said he found it really uncomfortable. And I thought it was kind of showing. That was a bad interview.
Interesting. Talking of milking it, this last day of Sharon's time in the house...
What?
Fucking hell. We saw the whole bloody day.
Got
the Last Supper.
Tea.
Don't you think it was it much? Have you not got anything for this episode?
And if you remember the previous eviction, they jumped straight to it. No highlights in the day. Just nothing happened.
That? Not consistent.
I got notes, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's at day 9. There's David singing at 9:30 in the morning in the bedroom.
Yeah, and Louis said, shut up.
It's too early for all that. Shut up.
David said, Louis doesn't like one bit of my vocal performance. Nor do we.
Vocal performance.
That's what he said.
Vocal harmony group.
Louis said to Ekin-Su, shut those two up in the hoodies.
He said he's sick of people roaring and singing around the house. It's too much. Less is more.
Yeah. Then Louis was trying to matchmake Ekin-Su and Nikita, even though Nikita's got a girlfriend. Nikita was like lying there asleep, allegedly.
He said, he's the perfect person. Would you not fancy him?
Yeah.
You would.
And then,
would.
Ekin-Su was going, I don't care about looks anymore. Yeah, right.
I want to unpack this.
Yeah.
Ekin-Su said she only fancies people, and this is a weird sentence, she goes, if they show me, if they're nice, I don't just go for good looks anymore. Yeah, right. That's not how fancying somebody works.
No, exactly.
What is she talking about?
I mean, Love is Blind can tell you that. That fancying someone just in their personality doesn't work. You have to fancy the person. Doesn't it?
I've only watched one series of that, so probably...
Still, you can't fall in love with someone just from their voice. You have to see what they
do,
look like.
Don't they?
They don't.
I think
None
they
of
do.
it ever works. They don't.
I remember that woman running away and getting her wedding dress all muddy.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. She fell over in that ditch. Louis said, but you wouldn't...
Gotta be fake.
You wouldn't go out with a dog, would you? Do you think Nikita was listening into that conversation?
Well, he was under the covers, wasn't he?
Does he
She was like, he's here, he's fine. Like, of course he's fine, he's just in bed.
He's dead, like
David guessed.
Do you think Nikita fancies Ekin-Su? I don't even think he does.
I don't think he cares.
I mean, for starters, he's gay. And
Anything,
second, he's got a girlfriend.
He's got a girlfriend.
All
and if
right.
anything, he'd rather be copping off with Bradley. But actually, I'm a bit worried about Bradley getting feelings for Nikita.
Oh, really?
Because if you look, they spend a lot of time together.
I can see
and
that.
If you look on the live feed, when they're sort of sitting around in the garden, he always does the kind of like,
he
goes to put his head on him.
Shoulder.
And I noticed on the live feed, he put his head down and then Nikita didn't react.
Oh, really?
And he came back up.
Oh,
and I was like,
that's a bit awkward.
The rebuttal.
Yeesh.
Is that a rebuttal? I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's a rebuttal.
She said she said she's had 5 boyfriends. She said one was kind of ugly.
Ouch.
And Louis said, who did you love the most? Oh, I know by your little face.
Davide, was it?
Well, I guess that's who he's alluding to. So, are we to take from this that Louis is an avid Love Island viewer and he knows exactly who Davide is and he knows about Ekin-Su's history, or is he just maybe watched a few YouTube clips?
Maybe she's told him all about it. Who knows?
Topical chat now. Kate Middleton was the
Louis'
subject of conversation.
Louis' one compliment of the day was, Kate Middleton's a lovely lady.
How is she any good at Photoshop though?
Absolutely terrible. What do you think about this? Sharon going, imagine if Princess Diana's ring had gone to Meghan Markle. Imagine. What effect would that have on you if Princess Diana's ring had gone to Meghan Markle? That's nothing to do with you.
But even Fern let herself down because she was
she did, yeah.
Doing the oy vey or whatever.
Yeah.
And Sharon was like, ooh.
Yeah, it wasn't good. And then Sharon was like, I just want Harry to come home.
No. Fern said that, didn't she?
Oh, did she? But But to come home to what? So let's break this down. So you want Harry to leave his wife, leave his 2 children,
lovely house,
leave his Montecito mansion that he lives in.
Montecito,
in Montecito, and come home and what?
What, the chickens for a start?
Yeah, the chickens, Marjorie. The dogs, and come home and do what? Just go and shoot some animals in the woods and cut ribbons and like hang out with old King Prince Charles and the Antichrist, as if, and Kate Middleton, she doesn't exist anymore. Okay, if you say so.
Well, Louis met Kate Middleton at the Chelsea Flower Show, and he took the opportunity to ask if she'd named her son after him.
That's hilarious.
And she said yes. So that was a surprise. She said, Fern said, this is Fern needing this. What big shoes to step into with Diana? That's when Sharon asked if you could imagine if that ring went to Meghan.
Shut up.
Louis said, does anybody like her apart from Harry? God, they're desperate to bash Meghan.
Yeah.
Even Fern was saying she thinks she's mysterious and she feels there's manipulation behind all of that. See, this is what...
Yeah.
It's so hard because I want to back Fern.
Yeah.
But Fern's got this iffy...
She's old.
These iffy takes.
Old person views.
Louis said she's a bad actress. Has he watched Suits? Or...
Yeah, I heard she's quite good in it.
Have you watched it?
No.
That'll be your next.
Next
ER.
I'm not watching that shit. Sharon said something about Freddie Mercury. I can't remember what that was.
The one person that she actually was complimentary about. Basically, this was more of the Sharon's Tales of Old London saga that Big Brother likes to shoehorn in, like when she was a wee girl in Brixton in 1874 or whatever. She said she knew Freddie Mercury. He worked in Kensington High Street Antique Market. Have you been to Kensington High Street lately?
No, not lately.
There's no fucking antique market there anymore. Selling jeans. Commando or... and she knew him before he was famous. Anyway.
Sharon said, give Coulson, Bradley and Nikita her number. No, she didn't. She said, I'll text you back or something. And she ain't gonna. That's the long and short of it.
I'll text you back?
Yeah. She said, drop me a text when you get out and I'll text you
You've
back.
got to have the number to drop the text.
No, Louis was like, I'll give you the number. Like, don't give out people's numbers. That's not okay. Marisha and Zizi were talking about cultural appropriation, basically, weren't they?
Were they?
Yeah, and how in the garden they were talking about it, and how
stereotypes.
Yeah, like it's
Marcus said
it's not okay.
Racial and what's Marcus' dear one? Racial and cultural stereotypes. Oh God, I can't do his accent anymore.
They were saying, people moan when Beyonce goes blonde, but white women are allowed to have the long nails. And Zizi was saying people think I've plumped up my lips. No, people don't think you've plumped up your lips. You've just got nice lips because you're black.
She said she was called
them up, they look like shit.
Duck lips at school. I had to put the subtitles on this bit because I wasn't sure. She was saying she had fillers, but I think she was saying people now presume she's had fillers.
You can tell there's a big difference between black people with very nice lips and people white women who've had fillers.
Oh yeah,
it's like night and day. Literally, it's like so bad.
But has Spicy V had fillers, or are we just confused?
No, Spicy V has had them. You can tell when someone's had fillers, and it looks so bad. Spicy V did not need lip fillers.
No
black person. Well, maybe there is one black person with thin lips, but black people have lovely lips.
Just
one. I've never met them. It's a shame, but it's just like when you're at school, people just point out shit, don't they? It's just.
I think kids are cruel and they don't know any better at that stage of their life potentially. So it's a shame that people are subjected to that. But hopefully, those people at least learn as they get older.
I hope so. Gary Barlow's getting mentioned again. Louis said he loves Gary Barlow, and Ekin said she would if he was single. Well, we know.
Yeah, but Louis quickly said, he's very happily married.
Yeah. Lauren said Sharon has washed up. I thought he said for a second she is washed up.
She's washed up and mucked in.
Ekin-Su asked who are the rudest people Sharon has ever worked with, and I thought, well, Louis Walsh is sat right there. Yeah, you. And also everyone else in the Big Brother house. Louis then said...
She didn't have an answer.
No, she didn't. They probably cut it out. Louis said, whatever happened to Jason Orange? You didn't have to do much. Just a little bit of dancing. Why did he take that?
What did happen to Jason Orange?
I thought he just left. But I thought Louis had a good point. He didn't sound that hard, did it? He should have just carried on raking in the money. Maybe they fell out or something.
Didn't he say also that Mark Owen has got very old?
Do you know what? The funny thing is, that morning...
What? You saw Mark Owen?
No, that morning on Lorraine, they had an interview of New Kids on the Block. And because they're back together.
From the 80s, isn't
yeah,
it?
they're back together. And one of them...
That's before Take That.
One of them, Joey, was like the Mark Owen. And I said to Jack, look at him. I said, he used to be the pretty boy of the group, but his face has crumbled. I said, just like Mark Owen. I said that the exact same day, because Mark Owen does look bad now.
When have you seen Mark Owen lately?
Mark Owen looks bad now. Louis Walsh is fucking right.
Do you remember his song? 4 minutes?
Tangerine.
4 minutes left to go. That's
Clementine.
What they say. Message on my radio. 4-minute warning.
Oh,
After
God.
he left Big Brother.
Listen, if that pretty boy look when you're in your 20s.
The pretty boys.
Not
the two.
Your face is going to crumble at some point, so hang on to it for as long as you can. Enjoy those fanny rat years while you can, Mark Owen. And he did, apparently.
Did he?
Yeah, he cheated on his wife with like 10 different people. People don't remember this.
Before or after Big Brother?
After.
Oh, he's riding high on that Big Brother win,
people
wasn't he?
don't remember this shit. This is bad. Fuck you, Mark Owen.
Babe magnet once you win Big Brother.
Not anymore, crumbling into the sea. Sharon then had this final tea party, which bloody went on for way too long. What the hell was going on here with all these speeches and crying? This was just...
I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
Didn't you just think it was over the top?
Well, yeah, it was.
It was just ridiculous. Next thing we had was... Go on.
Is it an 8+8?
What's that?
Sharon came out wearing like the bucket hat and David's pink jacket and was parading around the bedroom, right? And she said, is it an 8+8? But it's a 4+4 because a 4+4 is
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you look great, you
don't know.
You 8.
Oh. What, 8 it up?
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Sharon was trying to get down with the lingo and getting it wrong.
Oh God, I'm too old for that shit.
Hang on a minute. When Lou was saying how old Mark Owen looks.
Yeah, let's slag off Mark Owen some more.
Sharon said, Aussie does that. Yeah. And I say, look at us.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a bit pot calling the kettle black, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Just a bit. Right, the afternoon tea. Fern, she's overcome so much and has been so gracious. Nikita said about Sharon, you're our queen.
Yeah, it was absolutely... This is just...
Zizi was thanking her for understanding her. She had a bit of a sort of cry as well, didn't
Apparently
she?
Ekin-Su was trying to squeeze out some tears at this point as well. So I heard.
And Louis said he was going to miss her. I ain't got any notes for a bit.
No. The next thing I've got was Fern was saying to Marisha, oh, wait until you have a few kids, which I thought was rather inappropriate, actually. But then she said she had her kid, because Marisha was like, oh, I'm a bit old, I don't know if I'm going to be able to have kids, basically.
Right.
And then Fern said, I had my kids at 37, 40 and 44, which is quite
That's
late.
Pretty
quite late
yeah.
to have kids. I think she said she had one through IVF, but the other two are natural. So and then Marisha was sort of like, oh, cool, there's still hope for me then.
How old's Marisha then?
37-ish or something like that.
Oh.
Because she looks quite young, doesn't she? Levi doesn't want Louis to go. This is when Louis said, those fuckers will nominate me every week. And Marisha was sat in the same room. That is so funny. I love it. And Marisha said, yeah, and I will. It's like,
rule break.
Fell
That was
into
the rule
the
break,
trap.
wasn't it?
Yeah, I spotted that at the time, did you?
No.
Come on.
I think I was half in, half out.
4 in, 4 out. Watch out for Mark O'Neill.
This episode.
That was brilliant. Louis went red in the face after that and started looking anxious. Louis said he thinks Levi's going to win. And Marisha said, don't say anything else. We don't want you to go back in that wheelie bin. Which
really?
I liked.
So she knew it was borderline.
That was good. And then Levi said, and next time you can write more than 3 fucking lines.
That's a good bit that I missed.
That's the best thing that Levi's ever said. And then we had them sitting around getting ready to be evicted. Sharon was wearing her Chanel and pearls. A lot of pearls, I noticed.
Wasn't someone talking about how expensive that was?
Her Chanel outfit.
Yeah,
whatever.
and like the diamonds, and you can wear that forever.
Yeah, whatever.
Diamonds are forever.
Anyway, Lauren
Should
went
be a good
again.
housemate, or is that too late?
Lauren, I think so. Lauren went out with her handbag, I noticed this time.
Yeah, she looked like she was nipping out to the shops, didn't she? Someone said she was going for pre-drinks. What? AJ immediately said, what's in your bag? She said, oh, it's my lippy.
Oh yeah, that was it. Lippy. I hate people who say lippy. It's like people who say hubby. Fuck off. What was this bit with Sharon and the lasting impressions? Like, oh yeah, that was it. Then they played Changes, please.
Classic.
Levi was annoyed that Sharon didn't pick him, I think, for who, had left a lasting impression. Oh, hold on.
Was he?
No, hold on. She did pick Levi. Louis was annoyed that she didn't pick him. Fern thought she was going. Ekin-Su was flattering Nikita. Jack said of Ekin-Su, she's everything she says she isn't. It's true, like, what?
That's a quote from Big Brother.
Is it?
You're everything you say you're not.
Oh, wow.
Who was that?
I don't know. Jack's channeling the old school Big Brother.
It's not that old, it's recent.
No. Oh, really? Interesting. Oh, this is when they were picking the jelly beans and you had to pick a sour or a sweet one and then you could
You'd
fake
just
it.
lie, wouldn't you?
Yeah, just be like, oh, is this sweet?
But funnily enough, all of the sweet questions came out first and then it was sour.
Everyone just had a go at Louis.
Why are Big Brother's questions on such small little discs of paper this year? What if you are visually impaired?
The task team are borrowers, that's why.
I love the borrowers. So into the borrowers as a kid. Remember the TV series?
I was a bit too old for that. But...
So good.
David thinks Fern's the most attractive, and Fern was like, ooh, and then Louis
She said you're a great liar, didn't she?
Louis said, great answer. Louis changed his ways now. You're good at the back. Marisha said she doesn't think Levi has a bad bone in his body. Zizi said Louis is the least trustworthy because he got booed. Louis then got called the laziest. Louis got called a game player.
I like that at the start Zizi said let's not take anything personally because if you say that no one will.
That's how it works. Levi would have said Coulson was the most boring.
Yeah, but
he's changed
not
his mind.
after the task.
Not after the singing task.
No.
What changed there exactly?
Fuck no. He really made it his own.
Mm-hmm. And then Coulson just went off and cried in the bathroom. What do you think
We
about that?
haven't seen anyone have a bathroom toilet cry for a while, have we?
That was a bit attention seeker. Should have gone to the diary room instead of cry quietly.
Well, Henry cried in the diary room. That was nice. Crying
that was nice
because we could see it. So
let's witness those tears being shed.
And he had a little party hat on, so it was even sadder, and it made us feel for him. Coulson took it to the toilet, so he didn't really benefit from it. But I think he was genuinely triggered, and it obviously tells you something about how he perceives himself, right? He obviously thinks he's a bit boring.
Yeah, because he is a bit boring.
Well,
even you called him boring in our word association last week.
And I feel a little bad about it now.
No, you don't. Well, Ekin-Su said something about someone making a drink. Who was she talking about? Someone just makes me a drink to get in my good books. I missed who it was.
Well, I don't know, but ain't Louis. Ekin-Su sees people acting differently when they're
there
nominated.
There you go, that was that. Louis was comforting Coulson. He said, "You're a big softie. You're not like anyone else. You're fucking great. You're interesting. You can even sing
and you
now."
can sing, yeah. No, you can't. Fern was getting in bed with a glass of water.
Oh, yeah. Cheers to Lauren.
Cheers to Lauren.
Who? Forgot you already.
She said, well done.
Coulson said, when you get called boring, it hits you like a bus. I think getting hit by a bus would probably be worse. Just a thought.
You wouldn't have a cry in the toilet over that.
We've had no breaks in an hour and 21 minutes.
We're not making any money off this.
That's impressive. Should we have a break?
Yeah,
I think we should
at least make 20p
I think
off
we
the
should do
ads.
the Thursday after the eviction because we want to get into that, don't we?
Oh, it's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I don't think we should rush it. I think we should just, ruminate over that. We did that well. That was
breakneck speed.
That's like the length of time you would take to watch a film. We've just sat and talked. That's impressive. Listeners, if you're impressed by that, send us some money.
Yeah, please do. We've got a PayPal.
Or at least give us a
bbonblastpod@gmail.com.
Wow.
PayPal us a few quid. It's also a link on our bio on Instagram.
And I feel like we didn't rush it too much. I feel like we still, went into it as much as we could.
I could barely breathe.
God, we're fucking good, man. We're good podcasters. Very professional.
Very professional.
Yeah,
the best,
very good.
Best in the biz.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll
absolutely vile.
We should go, well, that too. We'll come back, and when we come back, we might be disappointed. We might be crying.
I need to do my votes for Fern. Fern's getting them, even though she's said some shit about Megan.
Yeah. But give her 4.
Save our
4 for Fern, 1 for Louis.
Save our Fern. No, Louis don't need them. Louis got them. Louis been saved.
Remember he said that, listeners.
Louis got Ireland behind him, the Irish vote.
Oh, that's true.
Can they even vote in Ireland this year?
What about
Probably,
the
but they can't.
What about the Jedward fans?
There ain't many of them left.
So true. Right.
Back.
We'll be back after the eviction. Woo!
Which is basically in a second. See you in a bit. Welcome back. We've just watched the evictions.
And most of Late and Live.
Yeah, well, the interviews. God, those interviews go on.
Especially Ekin-Su's.
Ekin-Su got a bloody feature length.
Jesus
Levi got 15 minutes.
Levi got longer than he needed, to be honest. Although he was saying...
He gave good interviews,
yeah,
didn't he?
he was saying a few controversial things.
Ekin-Su out.
What do you think?
I didn't see it coming.
I thought David would go. She's got 3 million followers. I tried to look him up on Instagram and his account wasn't even coming up.
Oh.
I want to see how many followers he had. But yeah, she wasn't expecting
We weren't
that.
looking for David Parks, were you?
No, I was looking at David Weekender or something, I think he's called.
Imagine that being your handle. Like, is the show really that big?
Oh, sorry, I don't want to talk about IB for Weekender.
That's in the past.
Yeah, I know. Don't judge me from that.
David Potts X, 323k.
Oh, and well, just goes to
versus
show.
Ekin-Su's what?
3 million.
3 mil. 3 mil. Are you for real? Well, I mean, they didn't come through, did they?
No, they're not watching Big Brother.
3.6 mil. Well, you know, a lot of them probably US Traitors fans. You know, they can't vote.
A lot of them probably liked her on Love Island, saw her going, oh, no, don't want to be associated with Love Island, and thought, oh, I ain't fucking ringing up for her, and who could blame them?
Ringing up?
Yeah, whatever the hell.
To vote for Ekin-Su.
All right, Grandma.
Cool. Oh, no, double one.
Do the making the phone with your hands signal. That's how old I am.
The new phone symbol is just the flat hand,
Is it?
Yeah, that's what the kids use. The babies, apparently. That's how they know the phone.
Good.
This whole little
Not
finger
the whole
gone.
Ding. This is not working on the audio podcast at
They know
all.
it. We've got maybe a special guest coming up later, haven't we?
someone is fired up and ready to come on the podcast. So
He feels alive.
Just you wait.
Legend of the game.
But I think they might have some views that are different to us, so let's see. But we welcome different views.
Of course
as long
we
as they're
do.
not offensive.
Any Ekin-Su fans, get in the emails, bbblastpod@gmail.com. They can't email,
they
can
can't
they?
read.
They just know the DMs, don't they?
You just got a text. Is that the Love Island thing? Oh no, why do I know that? Ugh,
I just have it on a t-shirt.
I feel dirty. So should we talk about the eviction? Let's talk about Thursday. I feel like we want to talk about Thursday.
Thursday? You mean Ferns Day?
Nice. Right, we've had nearly 2 bottles of Prosecco, haven't we? So bear with us.
Well,
we're all good. You said you were drunk and you couldn't read.
I was.
Can you read your notes?
Did I say I
now?
couldn't read?
Yeah.
Yes. Everything got a bit much. It all just hit me at once.
Oh God.
I've not had a drink. I've not really had a drink
Bit
since
of a light right now.
we were podcasting BBUK last year. I don't think.
God.
I mean, maybe at Christmas I had a few drinks, but like not a lot. So I think it just like knocked me for. Give me the old 1-2 punch. It did.
Oh, Jesus. I'm a hardened drinker. I'm drinking 2 or 3 times a week.
I'm sure you have.
Enjoying it.
Just to get through life.
Right, so Thursday. Oh, Carlson was still going on about being boring. I'm not excited enough to do that. Something like that. Yeah, we've heard you're extra boring now from Levi, so there. Levi said, I don't think I meant it that way. Oh, you say that now. Carlson was saying had to grow up fast.
That's because he was an actor from a young age.
Yeah.
11, did he say? Or
Yeah,
did I make that up?
something like that, yeah. Have you not got any notes?
Not until face-to-face norms.
David's dream housemate is Anne Boleyn. Were you surprised that David knew who Anne Boleyn was?
I mean, well, no, but a bit of an odd choice. The wives of Henry VIII are coming up in the reality TV lately.
Are
A few
they?
mentions on Drag Race too. People are obsessed.
Coulson wants to play Henry VIII and also played him as
It
a
was his
child.
first role, he said.
Ekin doesn't like Fern. Oh, no shit. That's her personality coming out. Got you. It's just psychology, but girl. Oh, that was it. She was in the diary and slagging off Fern, wasn't she?
Got you.
That was the most, just like you're talking about yourself kind of thing, wasn't it? She was talking about Fern, but it was just like she was talking about herself.
Oh, holding up a mirror.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Like the unknown. It's the unknown.
Who was saying this? Fern, you're youngish. If you pick the right person, you might have fun and fall in love. Oh, was it someone saying that to her? Was it Louis? Yeah, it was Louis saying you might find a new husband, and Fern was like, "No, I don't really want one."
The Fern is young-ish.
Yeah, youngish. Fuck me.
You know, there are some nice men at the back.
Give her a break. Give Fern a break. There was a rule break, we heard. Louis going, name and shame, name and shame.
Yeah, it was him.
I knew it was going to be him. That was the thing about Louis saying blah blah blah. Marisha was only joking. That was a bit harsh. Louis again.
I liked Marisha's reaction to her naming, but she's like, "What?
Yeah." What? Nikita and Levi. What did he say?
Well, they were all breaking as well.
No, it was Louis saying something about Nikita and Levi. Louis said it was just a flippant remark. He has to do the washing up and set the tables, and Marisha has to help. Okay. Marisha went, well, I'll just do that anyway. Yeah.
The apron. Oh, these are nice.
Yeah, the costume's just an apron.
These are nice. I like these.
Blow the budget on those, did they?
Went down B&M.
Louis doesn't even know what a tea towel is called.
Doesn't he?
No, he's like, what's this? So then we had the fun fair. I liked the fun fair at first. It was nice, wasn't it?
Did you like it when the F fell down and it became the unfair?
Is that what? Oh,
yeah, it's very good.
That's very clever.
Yeah.
I do like that. I saw the F fall down, but I didn't think further than that. So there was the fortune telling machine, which told Marisha she was up for an Olivier
Award. What do you think about that? Is it okay to tell her, or is it contact with the outside world?
I thought that was really nice, actually.
It was a nice way to tell her, wasn't it? It was like, on this day you'll be sitting at the Olivier Awards.
Yeah, I thought that was quite sweet and special, actually. They should have told some other people stuff though, like, oh, you got a parking ticket or something, you know, stuff like that. What else are they doing? Hook a duck, I don't know. Strong man thing, I don't know. It was good.
It was cute. There was a lot of sweets involved. Candy floss.
Oh, shut up.
Not with a K.
There was some simmering resentments building up.
Was there?
Yeah, Coulson and Levi were like, I don't know, or something. Anyway, they were about to all come on top in the Big Brother's kissing booth. Face to face norms.
That Funfair classic.
Louis went, fuck. So here's the nominations. Go on.
Oh.
You can get your phone out now.
No, I haven't got them all.
Oh, I've written them down. All right, okay, I'll do it then.
Right.
Feel free to jump in.
Have you got any thoughts about the format of face-to-face nominations
this
year?
Well,
did you notice anything different to previous years?
Well, yeah. They're all in a line and someone had to go and stand at the front.
Yeah. But crucially...
Oh, not the laminates, the gold envelopes.
No cards.
Yeah, but they must have had to decide them before. They couldn't have just decided them on the spot. They must have, because otherwise
who's
you would have
recorded
just...
that?
Otherwise, the independent adjudicator. They must have, because otherwise people would have been spike nominating back.
And they weren't.
And they weren't. No,
they were.
No, I don't.
Of course they were.
That.
Because there was no cards, there was no whiteboard, there was no chalkboard illustrators, there was nothing. So they could making them up off the fly.
No.
But you didn't realise because it was good TV.
No,
Big Brother is fucking with the rules.
No, I thought about it because I thought that's not fair.
Oh, I'm going to get John DeMol on the phone now.
No, I don't.
Hello, John.
No, I don't agree with you. They must have had to write them down beforehand.
So, where? Who?
They just cut it out
in the diary room.
They had a lot of good shit to
show.
In the
ballot box.
Yeah, no, I disagree. They can't.
You are very trusting of the producers of Big Brother.
No, it's not fair if they would have done it like that.
Well, it wasn't fair, and that's the problem. That's the problem people have got with it, and that's why you had, as Levi even backed up in the interview, tit for tat nominations, revenge nominations, revenge votes. He voted for who voted for him.
Well, if that is the case, that's appalling.
But you didn't realise because it was good TV.
No, I thought about
Give
it.
me that good TV.
I want the good TV, but I want fairness too.
You want some rules in place?
Yeah.
Well, there's 13 rules for Big Brother.
Yeah, I want to know what they are. Tell me. Tell me now. Okay, so here's the nominations. Bradley nominated Louis for not tidying up.
The same old.
To be fair, that is his same exact nomination.
He's actually had a punishment and done it now. Still get him nominated for it.
And he did Ekin-Su as well. And Ekin-Su went like this. Like, you know, when the Terminator cracks his neck.
Oh,
does the Terminator do that? It's someone like that.
I don't know.
She did that and I thought,
looks more like Mr. Snuggles to me.
I don't know why he nominated Ekin-Su. I didn't write that down. Probably for being phony baloney. Coulson did Louis for not mucking in, and Levi for calling him boring. Made him question his sense of self as a person. Wow. Can you imagine someone
existential crisis
questioning your sense of self? Can you imagine anything anyone says to you, questioning your sense of self as a person?
You never know how the Big Brother house is going to affect you.
Nothing could make me question my sense of self. Nothing.
You walk into a rectangle and you're looking for a circle.
I like that. That could be a tattoo of the week. David did Levi for being a gem, but he never asked me about me. David has been waiting to say this. Levi did not look happy, and Louis for not stepping up. There was a jazzy version of My time is running out. Did you notice that?
Our time is running out. No, I didn't. Jazzy.
Yeah, it was like a woman singing.
Oh yeah, I vaguely do remember
Weird.
that. That's like when the Traitors uses an odd like cover of Toxic.
Yeah, don't do these covers. They're shit. They must be cheaper. Ekin-Su nominated Louis. Did you see Zizi's face? She was just like,
oh.
Right, and for not being a team player. And Fern, did you notice every other time she's done Zizi, but didn't have the balls to do Zizi face to face?
Interesting. I didn't notice
that. About that. I didn't either, but someone said it on Twitter. And I thought,
unobservant as
good
ever.
Point. Nikita looked unimpressed with that nomination as well. After Ekin-Su had been cozying up to Louis all week. She said, Fern hasn't asked me anything about myself.
Not true.
Because she's not interested. Not true. She's asked her a few things.
She asked her what her weakness was.
She asked her if she had an OnlyFans as well. Fern nominated Louis for being lazy and putting her teeth on edge.
Oh, Fern, we're on to Fern.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Come on. I've written it all down, but here you've got the audio.
I've even got like Levi after this as well, so I've got a few here.
We don't need Levi.
Of course we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I thought that Fern's iconic,
poetic, wasn't it?
What a read. Just a total read, complete takedown, and also so eloquent with it. Like I've never seen anyone so confidently deliver a face-to-face nom. And she was like one of the only people to look at Ekin-Su in the eye. I thought, wow, the confidence on this woman, I like it. I had to record the nomination.
Go on.
The name of the second person I wish to nominate is Ekin-Su. And this is because we're talking about playing the game. I have asked you plenty of questions, but sometimes, well, a lot of the times the answer hasn't been particularly enlightening, so you're right, I don't know much about you. So I don't get you, you don't get me, that's fine, that's the way it is. I sometimes think you're wearing a mask. And I think that you might absorb a lot of people's personalities very quickly. And you're good at judging situations. It's mean, but I feel the danger, and I feel that I don't know the real you. And that has disappointed me and disturbed me.
You're brilliant.
Really brilliant.
Ekin-Su's face after that.
What was that?
Louis said that was brilliant.
Oh yeah.
To who?
Because Louis was pissed off that Ekin-Su had nominated him, so he enjoyed the takedown afterwards of Ekin-Su.
God, what is Louis' game?
Yeah.
Can we just unpack that?
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack.
I feel the danger. That's a really interesting turn of phrase.
It is, yeah.
I want to know what she means by that.
Because Ekin-Su is one of those people who can mind fuck you and try and make you seem like you're the bad person or whatever. Like one of these, she's sort of like a bit school bully-esque. And I think Fern's probably encountered people like that before. And it's like someone who goes, oh, who, me? Oh, sweet and innocent. And those people can be dangerous because they make you lose your shit and then you look like the bad person.
She said, I saw her become girly, like drop on one hit.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting, yeah. And what was it? Disappointed and disturbed me. Ooh.
Also, I've asked you many questions about yourself, but the response is often not very enlightening.
Yeah.
It's like she knows that she's got this produced version that she wants to put forward. She's not feeling that she's getting genuine responses from Ekin-Su.
And never has.
That
opening night conversation being case in point. That was the phoniest shit I've ever seen. Got her number day one, just like we did.
This is the benefit of having different generations in the house as well, I think. I feel like Ekin-Su, obviously she's got like youth on her side. How young is Ekin-Su? 30?
30, I think.
And you've got like the wisdom of Fern in her 50s. No, 66 apparently.
Yeah, God.
Who could see right through that. And there's no defence that Ekin-Su can... She has no defence against that.
No,
that's like...
because it's true.
That's Fern's superpower.
Yeah.
And it's like...
Wisdom.
Yeah.
That's it. Wisdom.
She is like Ekin-Su's kryptonite.
Yeah.
Right there. There's nothing she can do against that. And swiftly was taken down and taken out as well.
And Fern's been around the block and has come up against characters like Philip Schofield, for example, and got their number as well, got Ekin-Su's number, destroyed her, game over, Ekin-Su's gone.
Remember when you said you thought that Fern was perhaps a bit fake in the past because of her voice?
Yeah, I honestly did.
She delivered that nomination exactly as Fern would.
I realise sometimes I do think people are fake, but seeing Fern in the house, I realise that is just like the way she is. I'm starting to think that about Kat Deely as well. I'm not a fan of Kat Deely, but watching her on This Morning, I think that just is how she is.
Started.
I think that's just how she is. She's just sort of goody two shoes and like. She comes across fake, but I don't think she is fake.
Fake is a real thing.
Some people have that personality of just like, oh.
So how do you know what's fake real and what's not fake?
Unless you go on Big Brother. Unless you go on Big Brother, we don't know. No, so you got to go on Big Brother. Now Fern, I'm like, okay, she's legit apart from that Meghan Markle thing. This other shit is good though. But you're still on the watch list, so don't say anything else about Meghan Markle. I'd give her that one vote tonight.
I gave her 5.
Nice.
She earned it from that.
That was just...
I hope she gets asked about what did she mean when she said, you're brilliant. What did that mean?
Yeah, you're brilliant, really brilliant.
That did fuck with Ekin-Su a little
maybe
bit.
it's like, your acting is brilliant.
Maybe.
Yeah. Something like that.
Oh.
That was just... And then just everyone's faces were just like a picture, and everyone just getting more and more aggy and more upset with each other. It was just like, you could just see it all just falling to pieces. It was magic.
I think I was surprised to see that level of brutality, a brutal honesty on this version of Big Brother. And also for it to come from Fern.
Yeah.
That's the last person you thought would have been there to deliver those cutting remarks, which goes to show, like, when it comes to casting, you never know who's going to come up with what gold.
But in a way, Fern's got nothing to lose. I don't think she's really looking for a job in broadcasting again, is she? Is she a writer or something? So in a way, she can come out and say whatever the fuck she wants, whereas Ekin-Su's so desperately trying to, like, protect the image, push an image. It's like she's got everything to lose and Fern's got nothing to lose. So in a way, it's not really a fair fight. But if Ekin-Su just came out as herself and be vulnerable and be normal, she would probably win.
She doesn't know how to be, though.
No, she doesn't. It's a facade. Magic.
Next up was Levi, I think.
Yeah.
Was it? He nominated Coulson. He misunderstood his reason. Oh, you said this one, haven't you?
No.
For referring to him as boring. He took it too deeply, he said.
Don't you think Levi was acting like he was reading off a card where he's like, I did this and I did that? It's like, it sounded like he was reading cue cards.
He said he showed unwillingness to accept his apology.
He did.
Well, if you're hurt from it, it's a little bit hard to do it, like, straight away, I suppose. It's like, yeah, okay. He was still reeling. And then David, they've not managed to connect. He has tried, but David isn't seeing my effort in the way he wants to see it.
Levi's
palming it off on David, wasn't he?
He's got some agenda against David, and I think we know what it is.
It's the meat and veg. Fruit and veg.
Meat and 2 veg.
Louis nominated Zizi. She's not exactly 100% warm with me.
She tolerates me.
He said she hates everyone in the house. Yeah, she likes me, but she tolerates me. What? I'm not fake. I'm not acting. A lot of people here are, he said. Anything else?
He said, everyone says I'm lazy, but that's just a cop-out. I'm not fake, I'm not acting, but a lot of people are. That's hilarious. It's also true.
You nominated David.
I think he meant Ekin-Su when he said that as well.
What?
Acting.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
You nominated David because he's extremely loud. Marisha nominated Louis.
For talking too much.
He's truthful, did she say? Got to know when to hold or when to fold. That's a good tattoo of the week, actually. Ekin-Su was the second nomination, which was this curveball nomination. Caught Ekin-Su off guard. Also, how do you think that kind of reason sits with the British public?
That shouldn't be allowed, that reason.
Shouldn't be allowed, really, should it?
Ekin-Su was right. That nomination doesn't count.
No.
I think, no.
The reason was that she could not beat her in the final.
Yeah. Obviously you could.
Well, yeah, it turns out. But I would have thought she couldn't.
No, because of all the followers, but we've seen time and time again on Big Brother, followers doesn't mean anything.
No, but I've seen...
Though sometimes it does.
I've seen people that are devoted to Ekin-Su, who will defend her to the ends of the earth. So I really thought she was going to have the support behind her.
Nope.
I told you last week I thought she was going to be winning the show.
I did it.
Who's this? Louis, how do you feel someone saying this to you? What is that? Oh, yeah, about the Is it about Marisha?
Oh yeah, Louis was trying to shit still, wasn't he?
How do you feel about someone saying this? She said, that's not a Ekin-Su said, that's not a reason. I knew this was going to happen. Just judging me because I've been on a fucking show before.
You've been close to me this whole time, so you've been fake this whole time. That was Ekin-Su's real personality when she started swearing and losing her temper. That was and then she refused to let Marisha give her the kiss.
Yeah, I mean, you should have the right to refuse, shouldn't you?
Years of refusal. Louis was stoking it up, and Zizi told him to give it a rest.
I love
that
give
was
it a
good.
Rest. Give it a
that
rest
was
is
good.
not used nearly enough.
Someone said to my friend in a shop, "Stop giving it all that love." I don't think that's a good insult.
Giving it all that.
Stop giving it all that love.
Did they do the hands as well?
Yeah, I think they did.
What year was that?
This was recently. We say it to her, "Oh, stop giving it all that love." That's hilarious. Right.
Nikita nominated Louis. Who said
For not
stop
tidying.
crying for Christ's sake? Was
Louis.
it Louis?
And Nikita did Fern as well.
Same, not participating apparently.
I respect the people who do the same noms face to face as they do in the diary room. I respect those people.
Zizi nominated Louis. His mouth is a little bit too free. Anything else?
And he's a gossip.
And the second one was Ekin-Su. I find it a little bit weird that you said that Louis is lazy, that when you've probably enabled the laziness.
Oh, is that her bringing him a coffee in the morning? Maybe they were onto it.
She accepted the kiss from Zizi. But
oh yeah,
not Marisha.
You enabled the laziness by making him cups of tea. Oh, they were pissed off about that.
And then Marisha was like, oh, she accepts the kiss from her, not from me.
Yeah, I mean, I felt so bad for Marisha. She didn't do anything wrong. Like, the way Ekin-Su acted about
betrayal.
it. The way Ekin-Su acted about it was so...
from a friend.
And there was something about it as well that felt like a bad look. This white woman and this black woman, and this black woman sort of kowtowing to Ekin-Su when she hadn't done anything. Something about that just felt weird to me. Did you think that?
No.
Just this sort of... just Ekin-Su coming across like a mean girl.
Well, she is
and
one.
Marisha like trying to like, just be like, listen to me, and Ekin-Su just being like, no, I'll never forgive you and all this shit. It's just like, relax, it's a fucking game. I don't know.
Marisha could be in Mean Girls, but Ekin-Su is a mean girl.
Yeah. Marisha actually has some talent and is like a successful person, and Ekin-Su isn't. So.
Oh, hang on a minute. She's actually an actress.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
A Turkish soap opera.
So David, Levi, Louis, and Ekin-Su and Fern were up.
A lot of people are up. What was? I need to know the tally actually on that. It's got to be the two or more with the most.
Maybe. Ekin-Su said, "Fucking two-faced people in here." She's pissed off with Marisha, but not Zizi, as she thought her and Marisha were closer friends.
Ekin-Su really started to go off, didn't she? Marisha was
She
like,
did.
"Why are you mad with me?" And she said, "I've had enough of fucking fake people in my life." There was a lot of corridor action, wasn't there, between the task room where the noms happened.
Oh yeah, there was.
And in the corridor, everyone was having these like debriefs.
That was good when they were all coming back in and sort of being like, "Oh, sorry about this bit, sorry about that."
Coming out
bit.
the meeting room.
Yeah, it was. Oh shit! I've got to. I've got to tell you, my friend Dawn messaged me, and we were talking about.
Is that someone you used to work with?
No, she's a friend of mine who I've known for years. She said, "Did you notice Ekin-Su ran out and put on her duck slippers, the one she said she wears when she's kicking off?" Don't you think that's funny?
She must be
Do you
quackers.
do you remember on the first night she said she wears the different slippers
I think it
depending
was
on
the
what
bear
mood
when
she's
she was
in?
angry.
No, apparently the duck one. Don't you think that's just so funny?
The quack attack.
Dawn also said, I hope Dawn doesn't mind me reading her messages out. She also said, "Can't stop thinking about Will Best's body."
Oh God!
This is happening.
You and her both.
Yeah. See,
Oh, it's the new Heartstopper.
Yeah. It is.
People are just crying over Will Best's body.
Oh, sorry, I wanted to give that some airtime.
Let's
I thought
ask
it was
our
good.
guests what they think of that later on.
Yeah.
Levi had an apology to Coulson in the
God,
corridor.
I'm so over this.
And then David and Levi had a moment as well. He admits not asking enough personal questions. Anything else in the corridor?
Coulson and Beef.
Beef?
Coulson and Levi's beef is so stupid. David and Levi. David, he's just not that into you. Ekin and Marisha up in arms about who wants to win the most. Ekin needs some space.
Louis in the diary room said, Ekin-Su She's a nice girl. But wow, she turned tonight.
That was great. Then in the bedroom, Ekin-Su's
Louis.
cuddling a giant teddy bear, which tonight we found out was called Christian, which turns me against it in the first place. And Marisha comes over and Ekin-Su's like, oh, it's all right, I'm used to it. Used to what? Oh, shut up.
Used to being betrayed by people she's close to.
And Marisha's like, I'm so sorry. And Ekin goes, the fucking show.
Oh,
I can't
was this when she was crying and she was holding, look at me?
Yeah.
That was all very dramatic.
She goes, take the crown.
Take the crown.
What crown? Bitch, you don't have the BB crown to give it to someone.
Do you know what Marisha said?
Jordan's got that fucking crown.
Do you know what Marisha said in response to that?
What?
I don't want you to win.
Did she?
I think it was a slip of the tongue, but yeah, that's what she said.
Perfect.
I think she meant I don't want to win.
Ekin has let people walk over her all her life because she's so nice and let people judge her. Well, I don't think I can forgive you. I'm not going to be a pathetic crying baby anymore.
She put her big girl
she
pants
said,
on, didn't
cuddling her giant teddy bear with her
quack
duck
attack
slippers
on. One thing I'm going to say, I'm not going to forgive you that easily because you're meant to be my friend. And I hope you win. She went to the bathroom after, didn't she? Did you just see that bit?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
She said, Zizi said, how did it go? She said, not great. She said, she'll never forgive me.
And Zizi goes, wow, that's intense.
Liz said, why did you nominate me? You shouldn't have. I don't always Northern Irish now. You shouldn't have.
And then someone said they were cooking chicken, and then Louis goes, I feel like chicken tonight.
Louis complaining about the singing, yet when Chicken Tonight gets mentioned, the jingle comes out.
And then Ekin come out, and everyone's like, are you alright? You're right. I'm fucking fine.
Do you know what I was thinking? How many people in the room didn't know the Chicken Tonight
That's got to be an English thing, hasn't it?
Well, of course it is, but I think also that advert has not been on TV for a long time.
No.
A lot of those people probably didn't know what it was.
No, probably not.
Louis and Ekin-Su were in the bedroom together. This might have been before the Chicken Tonight. She said, we shouldn't be doing this, as in like hiding in the bedroom together. And Louis said, I wanted to tell you something, nothing to do with this. We didn't hear what it was.
Oh.
What did Louis want to tell Ekin-Su? Will we ever know?
Well, he said to her, why did you nominate me? And she said, oh, I don't want to talk about this right now. She was like, I want to move on from nominating
But he wanted
you.
to tell something nothing to do with this.
Oh. She wants to move on from nominating him. Can Marisha move on from nominating her then? She's such a fucking hypocrite.
No, she's got to be dragged through the mud.
I've written down here, what do the chicken slippers mean? Chicken slippers.
Chicken slippered shit. Marisha,
thanks for answering that, Dawn.
Marisha in the diary room said, it should be the best day of my life, but it's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I want to go home.
Fern said, don't let someone rain on your parade. You've been nominated for an award. I like that. It was like a twist on being nominated.
What is it again? And Marisha was like, I've been nominated for an Olivia Award. It's Best Actress. And Fern goes, fuck me.
Yeah, that's great. She should be happy on that day.
Easy. Our friend has been nominated for an Olivia Award.
Yeah, it's good. I like that. Meanwhile, in the living room, fucking Louis and Levi are sitting trying to comfort Ekin-Su.
Oh, they're really blowing smoke up her ass,
Levi said, Ekin-Su, people are just jealous of you. You're a star. And Louis said, potentially. Why does he say potentially to everything?
You can't get out of judge mode. Got the potential.
Do you think Marisha and Zizi and whoever else are jealous of Ekin-Su in any way, shape or form?
Incredibly so.
Jealous of what? Someone who doesn't know who they fucking are.
That collection of slippers.
Yeah. I mean, maybe jealous of how Ekin-Su looks because she's a beauty, but she's just a beauty on the outside. She's not a beauty on the inside.
She looks very enhanced. That's not going to last.
Marisha and Zizi are beautiful as well, so there's nothing to it. Ekin-Su was lapping it up. She was just loving the flattery. She's like, every time someone gives her a compliment, she's just like feeds off of it, like a Death Eater or whatever that thing is.
I don't know if they
I don't
feed
know
on compliments, but we'll try it if we ever encounter them.
Also, and then when Louis was talking, she was going, shut up, Louis, shut up. She was like being mean to Louis for some reason. I didn't like that. Why is she being mean to Louis now? Fern in the diary room said, I knew I'd be nommed. I saw a girl who got a bit girly, dropped on one hip. I can't. And I thought, this is a mask, giving the performance of someone distressed. And I noticed Ekin fake crying about Sharon. And tonight she said, I'm not going to take anything you said to heart. and she's going to try very, very hard to be nice. It's
We
true.
don't. She said we don't need to. We don't need to. Don't try hard. Just be.
But it's even when she came out, AJ said to her, "Do you take anything Fern said on board?" And she said, "No, nothing." She said,
Did she?
Yeah, she said she prejudged me before I came in the house.
From Love Island.
For Love Island.
I don't think Fern watches Love Island.
As if. I've never seen...
I mean, she might if she's got younger daughters at home.
I've never seen Ekin-Su on Love Island. I judged her solely on...
The Traitors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw her on The Traitors. She was boring as shit. On this, she got away lightly on The Traitors by the looks of this mess.
Well, I knew she wasn't likeable from what little I did see on The Traitors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a number. I had a card for.
Anyway, that was that.
We've got another episode to go.
Yeah, we've got the eviction. Did you actually make any notes?
Yeah. Fern. Who was it that wouldn't accept a kiss last night? I can't possibly remember. Who was it? Let me see.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it? That's shady.
David said, who wouldn't accept a kiss of an Olivier-nominated actress?
Hold on, what do we think of AJ's look? We like it, don't we?
AJ's
the
looks.
wet look hair, the PVC.
PVC is now trademarked.
Colours were good.
AJ Doo-Doo.
Will was letting the side down a bit tonight.
Will.
See the hairy chest
I don't
there?
even notice him.
How dare you?
AJ takes the limelight.
She does take the limelight.
Okay.
Will's just there to hold the coats, isn't he?
Proposal. Let AJ do the main show by herself. Put Will on the sideshow. What do you think about that?
I don't care really. It's all interchangeable.
Shouldn't be though. Wow. Shouldn't be like that.
Oh well, you never know. What about Coulson and Ekin-Su talking while brushing their teeth? I'd shoot them in the face for that.
That's when I realised you're not allowed an electric toothbrush in the BB House, which should really get on my wick.
You're on BB Canada. What about Fern's "I was born near here" speech? Storyline.
She was born not far from the BB House, and this is where I arrived on Earth, and this is where my parents were, and I don't have them with me anymore. It's been magical. She's not storylining. She's moved. She's moved.
Playing a blinder.
I think she's moved genuinely and deeply, and for that, she's my winner.
Louis said, "Nothing can be worse than yesterday." And Ekin-Su said, "People keep asking me how I am, but I'm here, smiling."
Louis said, "It's a new day. It's a whole new vibe, isn't it?"
Levi...
I'm here. I'm alive. Louis is at the point of being thankful for every day. We found out why later, though. That's why he's a survivor.
Why he's a survivor. I'm a survivor. Levi was going, "I don't play with adults. I'm a Rasta man." What was he talking about there?
No idea.
David, probably. Louis said, "Do you think the public will see through
the real people and the fake people?"
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have.
Louis said to Ekin-Su, "Would you take anything back from yesterday?" And Ekin-Su said no. And Louis went, "Oh, I think he was upset about the nomination." In the diary room, Louis said, "I just say things that are true and how I feel. I'm not PC. PC is boring. I'm just being honest." But he was upset about the Ekin-Su nomination. "She brings me coffee and Zizi and Marisha don't like that. I like her, but do I know her? I don't know her."
Louis said that?
Yeah.
In diary room?
Yeah. "I like her, but do I know her? I don't know her." That's good. That's profound. I like that. Then we had Zizi talking about how black people are only 3% of the population in the UK. That's a mad statistic when you live in London, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that even true?
I mean,
I'm sure
probably.
I'm sure she probably knows better than me.
Yeah. I think for us, we live in really diverse areas, so it seems surprising, but you can consider a lot of the country, there'll be everyone white.
Shocking, isn't it? "I'm quite big in black British culture," she said. Turns out, maybe she is. Who's Dan talking
Dan's
to?
probably on some sort of
He's
Twitter
on
group.
Switch or something. Oh,
No.
right. Oh, is he? What
Probably,
Twitter group is he talking about?
he's probably talking on, like, the Deborah's diary room.
Oh, does he
or
go in
something.
there?
Sometimes.
Does he? Oh, I didn't know that.
Deborah's diary
Why
room.
doesn't he come on our bloody podcast then? He does sometimes, though.
Ekin-Su to Marisha, do me one favour,
And
just let it go.
Let it go.
She hasn't had that role yet. Let it go.
Then we had a bit of COVID talk. Levi said he enjoyed lockdown, and Craig said the weather was stunning.
He's not wrong. That March,
Yeah.
beautiful. I remember sitting outside in a chair, sunning myself with an apple juice in hand.
Probably in March we were like, "Oh, sweet, couple of weeks off work."
We were.
Happy
It was
days.
blazing.
Yeah.
We were like, whatever.
6 months later, when I lost my job, I was feeling differently.
Did you lose your job?
Yeah.
Because of COVID?
I got made redundant, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Forgot that. Did you get paid out?
No.
To
Because I'd
not lie long enough?
only been there a year, so... No, I don't know.
Shit. Did you get a job right away?
Yeah, luckily.
So you didn't go without...
While I was being made redundant, I found another job. I was very lucky. Very, very lucky.
That's bad, because they should have put you on furlough.
I was on furlough. For 6 months.
And then they went, no, you're not coming back.
Do you know anything about me? You're supposed to be my second best friend.
I'm quite self-absorbed.
No. Yeah, I played Animal Crossing solidly for 6 months.
Oh, well, what you got to do to get you through, haven't you?
Fucking great.
I really like lockdown. And Dan says I shouldn't say this, but I'm always like, COVID times are really cosy.
Well, COVID times have also shaped me and you sitting on our arse every single fucking day from now on, which is great.
Pretty much most of our problems.
What do you
Mine.
mean?
I like this, like, lockdown. Well, I still work from home
still
fully.
Think you're in lockdown, you idiot.
Ooh,
I work from home
can't go to
fully
the
as well.
Yeah, but it does. I know it's not good for me, like physically or mentally, but I like it.
Yeah, because we like sitting on our arse and not having to interact with people.
I don't like it, but I do it.
Stop doing it then. Get
It's
up
hard.
and do something.
It's hard.
I know it's hard.
I'm stuck.
I've actually felt like I'm not lonely.
You go out a lot.
I do go out, but not lonely. But I have felt like some days I'm like, I kind of wish I had someone to talk to. Do you know what I mean?
It is isolating.
Yeah. But
do you have any like work friends you can chat to on a call?
Yeah, but I don't bother. I just tend to talk to you or other friends. Do you know what I mean? Or friends with benefits. You know,
yeah,
do that sort of chat.
Real friends.
Yeah, or my big brother friends. I don't really talk to the work
none of
friends.
those, as Zuzi would say, none of these colleagues.
Yeah,
in the house.
the colleagues. They're not so much fun, are they?
No.
But yeah, no. To be honest, it's made my life a lot better. I can, if I'm going to go out like for the night, start getting ready about 4:00. You know. Get your makeup done. Good. I hope my employers aren't listening. I don't do that. I start early just to make the time up.
I'm sure you do.
But anyway, Louis came out with the fact.
Well, someone said, "Did you have? What did he say?
Did you have COVID?" He said he was sick.
Ill.
Yeah.
Sick. Did you have COVID?
Yeah.
No, I had cancer.
Oh, that's a bit of a
bit of a bombshell.
I don't think we knew that, did we?
I didn't know.
No, he had blood cancer, quite a rare type.
Rare one. He said every time I go past the hospital, I almost get sick.
What do you think about bringing out this storyline on eviction night? I think good. Very, very good.
Cynical.
He said, in my world, it was all about pop music. I didn't even think about getting sick.
Yeah, people don't get ill in the pop world, do they?
It's like that.
I know Kylie's had cancer for a start.
Freddie Mercury died of AIDS, so he got pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's just, who thinks like that? Oh, yeah, I work in pop music, so I'm not going to get sick. Oh, it's like when people get a disease and they go, I never thought it would happen to me. I'm like literally just waiting to get something or other.
Are you?
Yeah.
I do think the never think it would happen to you thing is a real phenomenon, though.
Yeah, and so do I. I'm the opposite. I'm like just waiting for that call or one day to find something awful to happen.
Random call out of nowhere. Haven't been to the doctors.
Yeah.
You've got this.
You're dying. It's true. And then when it comes, I'll be like, oh, okay. Yeah, of course, yeah.
How long have I got?
Yeah.
All right, another series of Big Brother. No,
yeah.
All right, see ya.
6 months to live. Okay. Honestly, I'll be like, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's weird. People are very different to me. Interesting. Now we had the Shed Talks podcast section. Did you enjoy this?
We ought to get a shed.
I've got nowhere to put it.
You have?
Do you think?
Yeah.
You think? I've not got that much room in my garden.
We have to get rid of your table.
If we could fit you and I in it, it'd have to be a pretty big shed.
It'll look like a little small shed. You could fit 4 people in there. And a picture of Sharon in the back.
So,
it would be nice, wouldn't it, if we had a little recording studio?
No, it would be nice, yeah. Get better sound quality as well. That'd probably help. So, do we have to worry about any of these contenders stealing
some good podcasters on there. Zizi was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Bradley was... Not Bradley. He wasn't
David,
good. Bradley was
good.
munching on a sweet the whole time. David was pretty good.
Don't talk and eat on a podcast. I've told you that many a time.
Louis said it's not acceptable.
He's right.
It's not acceptable.
Getting drunk on a podcast is not acceptable either. It just never stopped us.
Coulson was quite good as well, actually.
I liked David. I liked him saying, people saying what gives you the ick gives him the ick. I completely agree.
What does give you the ick?
A lot of things. I really don't
Feet.
Oh no, don't say
that.
What? There's a lot of things I don't like. Beards.
The beards?
Yeah, beards, bald heads.
Big beards.
Big beards. Big bushy beards.
Mm-hmm.
And loads of things. people saying sick. That's really embarrassing.
I've said that to you.
Oh God, it's so cringe. There's just so many things. I've got a list.
Sick.
Actually.
People saying sick gives you the ick.
Yeah. People saying sick gives me the ick. Oh no. Anyway, being gay is sick, Bradley said.
I say being gay gives you the ick.
Yeah. Well, some people think like that.
Bradley said being gay is sick.
Yeah, but I think he meant it in the good way. Should we bring back the national service?
I don't even know what the national service is, said Bradley.
Louis said, you either love your country and defend your country or you don't. Do you agree with that?
No. Well, I don't. I won't.
Well, you'll be called up if there's a war. Actually, getting on a bit, maybe not.
I don't know, but that would never happen again, would it?
I hope not.
I would refuse. You
could
can't
refuse.
Well, of course you can. Can't, in a modern society, not allow people to stand against the act of war.
But what about that band, BTS, or whatever they're called? They had to go and enlist in national service.
How did that go for them?
I think they're still doing it.
Really?
Yeah, they had to quit the pop
South Korea?
Yeah, for like a year to go and do national service.
Yeah, some countries do still have it.
Yeah.
One notable one is Israel, actually.
And they look quite, weak little fellas, so God, I hope they're okay. Sending much love to BTS.
I think, some other countries in Asia. I think Singapore might have it. I think Thailand has it as well.
If they had it, what are you going to do? They arrest you, guys.
No, but that's not... It's different because it's not exactly like going to war because they're not at war, but you just have to go and train.
Oh, I see.
So you go to a barracks and you do some training for a bit, and then you go out. And in theory, if there was a war, they could call you.
Oh, okay, because you've learnt the skills now.
Yeah. But we had this whole debate recently about I don't know where it came from. If it's just people on Twitter, but it was like we need to get ready because Putin's going to come for us, and they're going to call us to war.
Putin, pappy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
If there's going to be a war, it'll probably be like a nuclear war, so we don't have to worry. Our faces will melt off.
Frazzle us in a second.
Yeah, game over. But at least we won't have to, shoot someone. Anyway.
No, and I won't.
No.
I can't and I won't.
That could be our new, what is it? The old, not you carry war, but the old, what was the old war thing on the poster?
We need you.
That's
I need
it.
you.
I can't.
We need you.
I can't and I won't. That's our thoughts on national service.
What's it called if you don't agree with war again?
Pacifist.
A pacifist?
Yeah.
Is it something? What's the something observer? What's that? Like Switzerland?
Oh, not neutral. Oh God. I do know. I can't believe it.
Is it something observer? Is it?
Also, me saying to you, like, you're going to be called up. I could be called up as well. I'm just like being sexist. Like, you're a boy.
No,
you'll be called up.
You'd have to go work.
I'm too old now.
In the car factories or whatever.
I have to go and do some sewing.
Yeah.
And hand out the rations.
You have to go sew the uniforms. And I'd be on the front line.
You'd probably be better off the other way round.
I'd be like sending you letters. Dear Lindsay, what's happening in Big Brother?
I wrote you, but you still ain't called it. Fucking hell. Right, Trick Big Brother will still be going on.
The signal ain't so good here on the front line.
How am I going to send this thing out? Anyway, right. There was a bit about cancel culture, but I assume whatever was said was so offensive they had to cut it out.
Oh, yeah, that was very short, wasn't it?
Yeah. Then there was the thing about slang. I don't know what leng means.
I did. It means hot.
How's your father?
Oh, hang on a minute.
For the oldies.
Wagwan.
Oh, God.
I'm about to be cancelled.
Wagwan. And Nikita really overdid it there, didn't he? Bless him.
Yeah, he did a bit of Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah.
Educate me.
Yeah, it was like, okay.
Did you say, did I just get cancelled?
You've said, like, you're worried about what you said. People know you didn't mean it with ill intent. I think you're okay. Just relax.
Did you say to Levi, I'm sorry if I offended you with a wagwan?
I can see why it could cause offence, but he didn't mean it with ill intent.
He said, all my friends say that. I was like, okay.
To be fair, I've not heard anyone say wagwan in about 10 years. Do you remember there used to be a sketch show and there used to be Terry Wagwan on it, which was a play on Terry Wogan?
No.
That was good. It had a Russell Brand, it must be a while ago, so it had a Russell Brand character on it and a Fern Cotton as well. Ooh. It was really good, actually. It was really funny. It must
be Channel 4.
It was that Morgana Robinson, I think her name is.
Oh.
Yeah, it was good.
Did she do a Sonia out of EastEnders impression?
Yeah, she's good.
I used to like that
good.
show.
Yeah, that was it. I'm just doing this now.
Just doing
that
this
was
now.
it. That had Terry Wagwan on. He like lived in like the Caribbean or something. It was funny. Anyway, Bradley said, "How does a podcast work?" Ekin said, "Podcasters just want to use me for clout."
Yeah, Ekin-Su, we'd like you to come on.
If you do want to come on, we've had
Clear your name.
We've had a few people come on and issue apologies. Cameron, Trish. Actually, did they really? Sort of.
No. We talked through some sticky issues, let's say.
Yeah, we've had a good back and forth conversation. Figured stuff out. If you want to come on and do the same, you're more than welcome.
Imagine Ekin-Su talking to us. We'd end up liking her.
Yeah, we would. We'd end up being friends with her.
Going for a drink.
Yeah. 100%.
Ask her for a drink with Ekin-Su.
Yeah, honestly, anyone who comes on will be friends with you.
Ekin-Su, why did you do that to Janelle?
Yeah, leave Janelle alone. Although she's a bit of a bitch as well.
The question was, does cancel culture threaten democracy? Louis said, yes, we're watching everything we say.
Oh, God, different times. I did think, when people get called a snowflake, I think, oh, how pathetic. But I did think Nikita was being a bit of a snowflake during this conversation about Wagwan.
Oh, I think paranoia hit, didn't it?
He's going to get sacked from Strictly. Coulson said the times that Corrie's on and it was the wrong time, because I watch Corrie, so you should get that right.
Marisha said she had to close her tooth gap.
Oh, yeah.
She started getting more TV work. That's what I need to do with my tooth gap.
The gender pay gap right there. Yeah, being more attractive does help you get more jobs. Yeah, of course it does.
Lou said she's very good.
Pretty privilege. Zizi said she's considered skinny. I think she's supposed to have a bigger bum or something.
Oh, yeah. She doesn't have a big bum.
Fern said, Fern was talking about body hair, and if someone complained about her having pubes, she'd say, "You're lucky to be there." Yeah. It's a good point, isn't it?
Thigh gap.
It's a good point, isn't it? I mean, if someone actually complained about your body hair, it'd be like, do you want to have sex or not? Fuck off. Do you know what I mean? It's just rude. You just get what you're given, don't you?
Do you, though?
Yeah, you do.
Should you not, make it known what's going on?
I mean, I've had sex with a few different people over the past year. I just think, I'll just take whatever comes.
Get what you give, don't you?
That's true. Some people are hairy. Some people shave. I've guys who shave. That's really weird. I know you're into things like that. But don't you shave your armpits or something?
Oh, I trim it down because it gets itchy. And I trim my pubes down too. Because you don't want a big hairy old bush.
Trimming your pubes is fine.
I do a nice sort of skin fade.
Trimming your pubes. Trimming it is fine, but when there's nothing there...
From a 0 to a 1 up to a 4 or 5, whatever.
Also, when guys shave their chest, I just think, no...
I ain't got nothing to shave.
But then I've also had sex with someone who's had a hairy back and a hairy bum and stuff.
Most men have got a hairy bum.
I'll take what I can get. If they're hot, who cares?
You only get what you
with men who try and tell women how to have their pubes, it's just like, mind your business. Yeah, of course.
I can understand that people might not like a big old bush.
Yeah, I can understand it too, but as long as it's short-ish,
short back and sides.
I mean, okay, here, listeners, this is what you want to know. I do shave mine off, but if I don't, tough shit.
What, all of it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I nair it.
Prickly.
Oh, we've had this nairing conversation before. You had your incident with nair. Do you remember? God. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but quite the burn. Be careful, listeners. Don't leave it on too long.
So I do shave one, but
I think some people are more sensitive to the VEET than others.
Yeah, you got to leave it on for just the right amount of time.
It's not worth it.
No. Oh, it is, because it's better than shaving.
I'd rather risk a nip on the balls with the shaver.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anyway, I don't know we're going here tonight.
Oh, God. We always end up going here. Anyway, so Nikita said this is one of the best podcasts he's ever heard. I don't think he's ever heard any other podcasts.
It was good, though. I would listen to some of these. I've called for Big Brother to put them on Spotify. They won't. They would have done back in the day. Back in the days of Hot Topics with Imogen.
Oh, God. Then we had more offensive open relationship chat.
What are the rules?
You just get the rule book issued to you. 13 rules.
By Vinnie Jones.
This annoyed me again. Marisha saying she wouldn't have an open relationship now because she loves her partner more now. Just shut up. It's just fucking annoying. I'm not going into this right now. But yeah, I could talk about it another time.
Anyway, Ekin-Su is against that shit.
Oh, of course.
Threesomes.
She fucking is.
But Zizi believes you should
two
have
threesomes a year, one each.
One on my birthday, one on his birthday.
I think that's a good policy. I think for most people that would probably be enough.
Christmas as well.
Yeah, why not? And then Easter and bank holidays.
Louis has now seen the real Zizi I do think she's the future of broadcasting, he said. Bloody hell.
He said, I didn't understand why she was here, but she's revealed herself.
Last week there were much better people here than Zizi. Now she's the future of broadcasting.
Yeah, I didn't understand why she was here. How fucking rude is that? She's opinionated and funny, he said. I think they could end up getting quite friendly because all his other friends have been evicted.
Oh, God. I'm looking forward to the Louis and Zizi podcast.
Zizi said, it's getting to the point where it's getting hard. I don't know what that was about. Levi wants to go. Craig was talking about...
Oh, he's missing his family.
Craig was talking about the tear stick used during acting. I want to know what's in that tear stick.
You said it's a taser.
You said a taser. Me and Dan said onions. If anyone's an actor, can you let us know? How is that?
I'm listening to some shit on
what's he listening to?
It's probably leaking through onto this, so apologies, listeners.
Louis... twerking. Was this part of the Dares the Dares thing with the toilet roll? What was the toilet roll doing?
How did the toilet roll
I'm
work?
not sure. It rolled it along and whoever it stopped in front of.
They chose the forfeit. Yeah, was that what it was? I was wondering why, like, someone rolled it. Lou rolled it halfway down the table, then he had to go upstairs. I thought, what's the rules here? I thought maybe if, like, you rolled it off the end, you didn't have to do something.
Oh, right. No, I think it was whoever it lands on, kind of thing. Like a spin the bottle. Why didn't they just do spin the bottle for it? It would have been a lot easier. Anyway.
Big Brother classic too.
Did you like Louis twerking?
Oh, I didn't like it. I loved it.
It was good, wasn't it? What about David crawling along the table doing slap dances for people?
It's a little bit arousing, that, wasn't it?
I think Levi liked it. What about Louis?
I'd actually steered clear of Levi.
What about Louis singing "You Raise Me Up"? Da, 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 da.
That was good.
You raise me up. Da, 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 da.
I'm surprised he did it.
That was funny. Why have David and Zizi gone to a separate room and got Kinder Buenos and foot
Why did that
masks?
happen?
I have no idea.
idea.
I think we missed something.
They must have, like, won a task.
What was
the podcast task. I don't know.
The pod task. Levi was talking to Ekin-Su about relationships. Men need sex, relationships, conversation and food. Women don't need any of those things.
One of them slips, you go somewhere else for it.
Yeah.
Ekin-Su would look quite concerned over this whole subject matter.
Ekin-Su was thinking about going back to her ex, I think, but someone said, if you love them, let them go. No, she said, if you love someone, let them go, innit? That was one of her other many accents. The many accents of Ekin-Su. There was a strange game going on outside of licking elbows and kissing hands with Bradley.
You can't feel it, apparently.
Colson.
Have a go?
It's a bit like, I feel like I wouldn't want to do that with you, which is making me think, why do they want to do that with each other? Do you know what
Was
I mean?
that Bradley, Colson and Nikita? They've got a funny little relationship going on there.
Zizi was saying she could see herself with a girl, but she's not sure if she wants to have kids or not. Is that true that no gay people can have kids?
Oh, no.
Completely impossible.
No, it's forbidden. You're needed on the front line. She said she felt like she owes it to her parents to be in a straight relationship to give them grandkids, didn't she?
That is the most saddest thing
that.
I've ever heard. No grandparents are owed grandchildren. Then they did Snog, Marry, Void, Levi, Colson and Nikita. Have you got thoughts on that? What are your answers?
Who's the options?
Levi, Colson and Nikita.
Avoid Nikita.
No. No.
Snog Colson, marry Levi.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Avoid Nikita.
For the cooking, for the food.
For the cooking? What about the sex?
Oh, Anita. Nikita's just so bland. I couldn't. So boring.
I'd fuck him.
I don't just go for pretty boys anymore.
God, pretty boys.
You know, I need them to show me some kind of something.
Okay. So Zizi said she would snog Nikita and she would be tempted by Levi's sublime cooking.
Yeah, see?
But she wants to marry Colson.
But he's old enough to be my dad, she said.
Yeah, but she wants to marry Colson because he'd be a good boyfriend. Why not marry Nikita? Then you get to sleep with him forever instead of Colson.
If you marry Levi, you might inherit the reggae empire.
That's true.
You've got to take it into consideration.
I don't like sauce, so it wouldn't be good for me.
You like the money.
That's true. I do like money. Eviction. We heard get Ekin out. Get Ekin out. What about the
Get Ekin out.
What about the booze? There was booze. There
There
was shocked
were booze?
faces.
There were boos.
There was Fern pulling a funny face after
A lot of great reaction
shocked.
faces.
Yeah.
Louis as well. Ooh, it's
Yeah, Louis
oh God.
I don't know why Louis looked so shocked he booed. He was already booed last week, idiot.
I feel like the boos were a little more intense this week.
Yeah.
But the odd
Really
thing was
intensified.
that there was... Was that on the subtitles?
It's like, no, but it's the sort of thing that would be on it.
There was... oddly, a discrepancy between boos outside the house and boos when they were in the house.
Canned cheering was
laughter.
played outside, wasn't it? It's weird. I was actually surprised that Ekin-Su went, weren't you? Hold on, who went first?
Yeah.
Hold on, Levi went first.
Not surprised, because really, who's going to vote to save Levi?
Hold on, so when Levi went, Louis went, Levi, we love you.
He sang his song on the way out.
Yeah. I hate the way they evict someone and then do the other eviction straight after with no... It doesn't work.
It's broken.
It doesn't work. The momentum... Ugh.
Broken Britain.
Anyway.
We used to be a real country.
Ekin-Su went. So much for her 3 million followers. How the mighty have fallen. I'd be embarrassed to look that shocked. I'd be like, oh yeah, I was expecting to go. Like I'm expecting that call about me dying.
You can't control the shocked reaction though, can you?
Oh, come on. It's
you're
true.
shocked, you're shocked.
The shocked reaction gives us the best thing ever. From Caesar to... Danielle and BBUS and all around the houses. So they decided to interview Ekin-Su first.
For half an hour?
For half an hour. She looked good. I must say she looked good in that red dress. She said she had the best moments of her life in there. Okay. She's Will Besser to... Oh, you were on Love Island. Sarcastic. Ekin-Su said it's hard to have decent conversations because a lot is happening in there. Okay. Fern had a wrong preconception of me from Love Island. No, she didn't. People know me from my past. AJ said, you nominated Louis, and some people may have perceived that as a beautiful display of hypocrisy. That was nice, wasn't it?
That was very
AJ
good.
actually went in for once.
I wonder where she's getting the lines from.
I
don't think they've got a card or an auto
No, she's probably just coming up with it out of her own head.
On the fly.
Ekin-Su was like, something reminds me of certain things. AJ also mentioned you had a conversation about the meaning of life. You just even the end, like when they said to her, who do you want to win? She's like, like
who did she say?
She said Louis. Trying to think of like what the acceptable answer is. Can't even like give a real answer about that. It's just like so pathetic. Levi said, I just wanted to get the fuck out of there, honestly. He said he was really boring about Coulson. I apologised 3 times. He would have sentenced it in a different way had he known. Did you like that?
Uh-oh.
What?
Alfie said, I don't know if you've stopped late in life for the pod, but get it back on.
Oh, no.
Good
Why?
pod content. Haven't seen either of your tweets, so I'm worried you've missed it.
Yeah. Well, we can't get it back on. Is there a +1?
No, but there's
There is an ITV +1.
There's not on my TV.
Oh, right.
There's a on demand.
Okay, we can do that then. Hang on. We've nearly finished. He thought of David as a flaccid member. That's a bit weird.
That sounds like...
Yeah.
I don't think he meant member as in as we understood it.
Oh,
but
right.
even so, it sounded really bad.
And said he was greedy.
People need to back off of David's fruit and veg.
Yeah. Levi said he didn't have time to talk to David because he was doing too much cooking. And also said on his side was Zizi, Marisha, Ekin-Su and Louis. Those are not the same side. Doesn't even know what side he's on. That was it. Levi was a letdown. He was a disappointment, to be honest.
Good interview, though, actually.
Ekin-Su got what she deserved.
What have we missed on Late and Live?
Can we watch it?
We were going to have to pause this and
we're
have a look.
pause
And
it.
also, coming up, the emails and
an
a
interview,
chat.
potentially.
Well, not an interview, just a chat.
Potentially.
Some venting from past housemate.
Yeah, we might change all of our
Imagine
opinions
if that doesn't
on
come
the
to
spot.
fruition and that just goes
That's
to
fine.
pot.
We'll just have the emails.
Okay.
Never
We'll
mind.
see in a bit.
Bye. Okay.
Right, we've got a caller.
We've watched
waiting in
Bots,
the wings.
so we're going to talk about that with our mystery caller.
We did see a little bit of what was going on not Bots, Late and Live. With basically Ekin-Su saying, "Oh, you haven't shown me as I am," and then AJ going, "We haven't seen it yet."
Yeah.
Obviously, her mum's had a word.
Her mum's been dripping poison in her ear and saying about Sharon's 3 thingies, like Gary Busey's 3 questions.
What her mum failed to realise was it was a live show and Sharon only named 2 housemates.
Ekin-Su's like, leave it, mum. That was so embarrassing. It was bad.
Shall we
anyway, let's
get our guests on the phone?
Let's dial in our mystery caller.
Oh,
turn it up. Oh, who's it going to be? Oh, who's...
Hello?
Line
Hi,
one. Who's that on the line?
I'm not sure who it is.
Us either. Go on.
How are you both?
Introduce yourself. Who's on the line?
You're being recorded as you speak.
Right, okay, so I need to be in the zone. It's Cameron Cole.
Whoa!
Who'd have thought it?
Cameron Cole. No longer reigning Big Brother winner, but
Unfortunately, still youngest, you have to say
still
that.
the youngest ever Big Brother winner.
That's good.
Absolutely. When Hallie went out, I was unfortunately, as much as I thought she left early, I was clapping my hands because she didn't take that crown. One crown left me, the other stayed.
We haven't spoken to you for a while, Cameron. How did you feel about Jordan's win? Supportive?
Yeah, look, I'll be honest with you. I love Jinren, and I wanted Jinren to win.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with that. And I did think the fact she finished fourth, I thought that was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous, wasn't it?
That was bad.
And there was an article, I think the Sun Daily Express done something that ex-Big Brother winner brandishes show a disgrace. so he got clickbaited, but it's fine. I stand by it. And she's great. And I've met her in real life, and I know you've done the podcast with her, and she is, as you both know, as genuine as it comes. She's absolutely fantastic.
We had a lovely chat with her. Go on.
Yeah, you did, and I really enjoyed the podcast when listening to it. It's really, and the questions you asked, and also the stuff that your viewers asked as well was brilliant as well, because it really came across. It did. It came across really well, and obviously she came across brilliantly. And I only saw her last weekend, and
you two are little busy mates now.
Yeah, come on, Cameron. We want to go out for a drink with you and Yimram.
Well, what can I say? I mean, you only have to ask.
We've been asking.
Well, like I say, look, I'm doing my dissertation in uni at the moment, but let me know when you're free and that drink whenever you want.
Right.
I'm in London. I'm always in London, unfortunately, much to the rental market's disgrace, because it's a disgrace. But
former Big Brother winner brandishes London rental market disgrace.
But no, Jordan, I was happy he won. I thought he was a good winner. I think he was a really good housemate, and I was glad he won. Wanted Jinren to win, if I'm honest, but also I did like Jordan as well, and I liked Henry as well. Olivia coming runner-up, I think she was a good housemate, but I was surprised she come runner-up.
Yeah, we were. Do you know what, though? Olivia on Late and Live, when she was a guest last week or whatever, really surprised me. She was a great guest, yeah.
Oh, she was brilliant. I thought she was absolutely fantastic. I thought Jordan was harshly treated. I didn't think he had barely any questions.
No, he's a man of few words anyway, isn't he?
And that's the only thing I thought when I listened to it. Is he the right guy for a chat show part? Because, he's a bit, but love him to bits. But also they didn't help him at all because they just ignored him. And I think at the start of this celebrity series, that the Late and Live was a little bit paper mache, so to speak.
Not good, not good. Also, I felt that Henry would have been the better placed person to put on the panel, actually, and he was sat there in the audience.
Yeah, well, I thought if they had Jordan, then they should have had Henry on the panel. I think the way they made him sit in the audience, I thought it made it look quite sort of, I don't know, it didn't feel right. And then obviously had Ellie Young.
God.
What an appearance! What can we say?
I didn't recognise that.
Have you invited her onto the podcast, or can you
hell no. When hell freezes over.
Look, fuck this old
anyway,
season.
Cameron,
Look,
what's got you goat? What's got you goat?
What's got you fired up? You said you're fired up. You said you want to come on. Let's hear it. Give it to us.
Yeah, hang on. We haven't got Cameron on for clout, Cameron's on here for clout.
No, I'm on here. I'm fired up, as I said.
Come on. What? What's going on?
What's the problem?
No, I think it's been a good series. I've really enjoyed it. I was a little bit, I don't know about you guys, but a little bit disappointed by the cast, just by the way that the ITV had said that this is going to be the cast of all casts, the cast to end all casts.
Right.
They built it up so much for so many months, and then it was like Sharon Osbourne, Louis Walsh, and then
a load of extras.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. But as I said to well, we met we were talking about it, and I've spoke to friends and family who are watching it. Look, a cast on paper that doesn't look amazing doesn't necessarily correlate with a bad series.
Yeah,
so
agreed.
I was open to it, and I've enjoyed the series. I think Sharon and Louis have been unbelievable. I'm so controversially, and this is maybe where people disagree, but I think Louis Walsh has been brilliant. Look, he's a very flawed individual. We'll be honest with that.
Who thinks Louis Walsh isn't brilliant TV?
I think he's fucking great.
I'm so glad you both said that. He is fucking fantastic.
He's hilarious.
And I am desperate to get to final. And today I was standing up, and obviously, you both know I've watched Big Brother for a long time. And this was the first time I was standing up for like 7 years with an eviction. When Levi went first, and then it was like, oh my god, so it's going to be Louis or it's going to be Ekin-Su. And
I think it was going to be Louis.
My fired-upness is going to come with Ekin-Su. I'll give that in a minute.
Did you not think David Boss was at risk, Cameron?
No, I was. I don't know why. Maybe wrongly. You know, maybe the votes say differently. But I was very confident he was safe. Very confident Fern was safe. So to me, it was two of Ekin-Su, Louis, and Levi tonight. That to me, and that I would have put my life on it. Which, looking back at it, even now is slightly questionable. But I still now, knowing what I do, I do it because it makes me look big. But no.
So I know you're a football fan. Are you saying this comes close to watching like a penalty shootout, just waiting to see if Louis was saved?
Yeah, it did. It did. Bigger than that. Yeah, I was behind the sofa. Well, I wasn't behind the sofa because I can't get behind the sofa because then I'd be leaning on the radiator and I'd be burnt. But if I was able to get behind the sofa in the way my current flat is situated, I would have been behind the sofa. And when it was announced that Ekin-Su went, I have to admit, I was absolutely thrilled because I think Louis is great television. I think he's absolutely been fantastic. I think whatever they spent on him, and none of us will ever know truly what they paid him, but I think he's been absolutely brilliant in entertainment.
Louis, in my opinion, was at no risk of going anywhere. He's the most famous, and the most famous gets the most votes as far as I'm concerned.
I agree with you. And then I saw a tweet earlier today that saw the betting odds.
Right.
And Louis was favourite to go. He was like
really?
6-4, I think it was. I'll have to, if I find the tweet, I'll send it to you.
Bad.
It's not that bad, but he was the favourite. And then it was Levi that was like 2-1, and Ekin-Su was 3 or 4-1, and then Fern was way out, David was way out. And that's where I thought, oh shit. Like, I've already voted. So already the bookies have already disagreed with me.
Did you put all of your 5 on Louis?
Listen.
Come on, let's hear it.
I don't want to spread... Yeah, no, I did, yeah.
I did. Oh, no, I did 4 and 1 on Fern.
All 5. I mean, listen, I love David. I think he's great. But Louis, to me, has been absolutely brilliant. I want to see more of it. And I knew tonight we had to lose Ekin-Su or Louis. We were going to lose one of them, because Fern and David weren't going to go. And to me, Ekin-Su, look.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I sent a tweet out tonight. Where I said...
you pissed off? Come on.
Well, look, I've said a couple of things the last couple of days where, I think she's come across... I'll be honest with you, I think she's come across really badly.
Yes,
shit.
She hasn't done any favours on Late in Life from what we've just seen.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm glad you guys have seen it. But I thought even before Late in Life, she was very emotionally immature. The way she was dealing with situations, I thought was very poor. But I tweeted tonight, look, and as you guys know, obviously, name dropping myself, I went on Big Brother. Did you know that?
No.
But I did, and I come out and I saw a lot of things that people said. Maybe
who would do that?
I know, Lindsay. No, you would never say anything bad about me, would you?
Imagine people talking shit about you.
God, disgusting.
But my point is, when the show's going on, when you go on that show, you have to accept that. You have to accept that you're going to get shit from the show.
Yeah.
And once you come out, you accept it for a little bit, a couple of days after. And all I said tonight was, look, I don't like her. She's not my favourite housemate. I thought she'd come across terribly. I thought she'd come across emotionally really immature. The way she was on Late and Live was embarrassing. The way her mum behaved was also absolutely embarrassing.
I don't think her mum quite grasped the fact it was live TV she was watching when Sharon left the house.
I think her mum must have been watching The X Factor from 2008. I don't know what she was watching. I'm not sure what's going on. But, And from being on it, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I can see it from a different side, but also there is a different side to it.
You can though.
You can say that.
You've lived it, and you've also probably felt a bit of backlash. So go on.
Of course, and I saw it, and but I could accept the stuff in the show, and even afterwards. But then, like, I jumped on the podcast with you guys, and we had a great chat, and we had that really enjoyable podcast that I actually watched the other week.
Did you?
Because I'm a narcissist. Yeah, I watched it. I'm narcissistic.
You're a bit nostalgic. No, you're being a bit nostalgic about Big Brother lately as well.
I was watching.
You posting about the house and missing the house. So yeah, you're in your field.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was watching the season, and then I watched the podcast, and it was lovely because, you know, I know, Lindsay, yourself, you had your opinions on me, and that's absolutely fair enough, and that's what Big Brother's all about. That's what we have those opinions, we have those views. If we didn't have them, what the fuck is the point of the show? Excuse me for swearing.
Quite.
You're allowed to swear, don't worry.
Thank you. I can remember, actually, from watching the podcast last week, you actually told me that about 4.5 years ago. I had briefly forgotten about it. But no, that's the point of the show. You can talk your things, you can feel your feelings, and that's fantastic. And then afterwards, you maybe hear what they have to say, and you feel that. And then you can still have those opinions. Of course you can. But all I was saying tonight is, look, after this show's finished, you know, tonight, late and live, come on. Yeah. We need to give some backlash, because that was embarrassing. Yeah. That was absolutely embarrassing. But going forward, let's just be kind, let's just be calm, let's just be understanding. And it's not about, because yourself, Liz, you never tweeted me directly after the show, other than to just say, would you like to come on the podcast? And you were being very friendly. Yeah. You know, that's the way to react. Because I think, to be honest with you, Ekin-Su, I don't like her. I don't think she come across well. I think she come across very badly. And I think she's got some very big issues. I think she's very insecure, very emotionally insecure. And in Big Brother, you have to, when you go on those shows, accept that people have those opinions. But what I hope doesn't happen is this torrent of abuse directly to her after the show. That's all I was saying. And I said that, and the Ekin-Su fans come out with their swords and with their crossbows. And I mean, look, I'm ready to dodge him. But it was like, come on now, you know. Yes, I said what I said 2 days ago, but you are missing the point. My point is, look, we all have those opinions. I didn't like her. I thought she came across absolutely shockingly on the show, if I'm honest. Especially from what we were expecting from her as a housemate. You know, I don't know about you guys, but what were you expecting from her? I was expecting fireworks, real good entertainment. That's what I'd been told.
I had no idea. I never watched Love Island.
Yeah, did you watch Love Island? Because we had no idea.
No, I never watched it, but from what I heard...
If you're a self-respecting Big Brother fan, you wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys thought, but I thought she was going to be in the final. But
I thought, no, Cameron, I thought because of who she was and the fan base that she has, she was probably a winner, especially on a vote to save, and that was actually something I was worried about. So I was really surprised that she left tonight.
Well, as Marisha did.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
but Cameron, I think what you're saying, and I agree with you, is what shouldn't be happening is a week from now, people going on Ekin-Su's Instagram going, "Oh, you're a cunt on Big Brother." That's not helpful. That's not helpful to anyone, and it's over. If you're tweeting it on the BB hashtag now, if she looks at that now, well, that's her own fault. But if she's just on her own Instagram or on her own whatever, and people are coming for her there, that's just pathetic, and that's unnecessary, and we don't condone that at all whatsoever.
No, absolutely, and that's the thing. I mean, I remember I was in the hotel when I got home from the frat party, and it was 5 o'clock, and I was looking on the CBB hashtag, or not CBB hashtag, couldn't get ahead of myself.
Not yet.
Very ahead of myself. You know, we ain't even Z-list. We're like another alphabet that doesn't even exist yet.
I mean, you're just riff-raff in the late and live audience these days, let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just fodder. I'm a JPG. Point. But anyway, but no, I was looking on the hashtag BBUK, and I was reading it. But I accepted in that night when I was reading it, and genuinely, and I say this wholeheartedly, I accepted that abuse, and I accepted that. Nasty. I'm not going to say it didn't hurt because it was done, but I'm also Googling that. I could have easily gone to sleep and not Googled it.
No, but it's curiosity. I understand that. You want to know what people are saying.
We would do it as well.
You know, even from my minor game show appearances, I've done the searches, and I've seen the shit people say about me. You can't help it. It's curiosity.
Yeah.
You were fantastic on that game show. I did actually watch that on the iPlayer. I have to say, I did catch that.
Thank you.
I did catch that. I thought you were both great. So no abuse from me. But no, you read it, but you also accept that it's on the show. People are watching it. I know how I am when I watch the show, and that's fair enough. The thing I found really hard was the stuff that come after, and that, you know, and again, I'm not trying to play victim, but the homophobic abuse that I received for a year after, every single day, online.
That's ridiculous,
some in person. The death threats that I received for 365 days. That stuff I don't like, and that's not what I want for her.
No,
listen, I can totally accept and deal with, as much as it hurts, hearing Lindsay say that she fucking hates me.
Do you know what? I was watching recent, so we've created a TikTok not that long ago. I'm looking for old, like Big Brother related content. I was going through the videos from like the studio on your year. When she found out I'd voted for you to win, God, she went very high pitched, fuming.
I remember the first thing Lindsay said to me, said, "Just so you know, I did chant 'Get Cameron out.'" And see, that I love, and that I can respect, and that I genuinely, hand on heart, didn't hurt me that much. I didn't lose no sleep. I didn't get sad about that, because it's a show, it's your views, it's your opinions that I love, and we've connected, and we've got on with each other. And even if not, it doesn't matter. Do you know?
Well, don't think Cameron had listened as well, so you probably expected Lindsay to have a take.
I didn't know that at the time.
Well, yeah, look, what they said, load of bollocks, but we won't get into that, you know. Come on, Keir Starmer.
I did boo
Let's call an election.
When you
know,
what?
I mean, I don't want to get into politics right now, and I'm only going to do it for 30 seconds. But what is going on in this country right now? Let's call an election right now.
Here we go.
Yeah.
What is going on right now? The only reason that is not happening is because that man is scared of calling an election. But not only that, but he's also scared. He wants to drag it out as long as he can, because he's trying to hope that some sort of thing comes out with Labour that's so controversial. Unfortunately for him, a Tory donor that has donated £10 million has unfortunately provided enough controversy where they've basically proven that £10 million in their back pocket is far more... bearing in mind, that £10 million we ain't ever going to see. That ain't ever going to help us. That £10 million is more important. But we're going to move on from. We're going to move on from politics.
I know what you're saying, Carl.
We'll move on from that. But anyway, my point is, when you hear people talk about stuff on the show, that is fair enough. You have to understand that when you go into Big Brother. That's what they talk about before you go in. They say to you, look, people are going to say stuff about you. They're going to have these opinions, even if you win. And I'm thinking, yeah, like I'm going to win. Shit. You know, and people are still going to have those opinions, and they do, and that's absolutely fair enough. And I don't mind that. But what really fucked me off tonight, and maybe I'm being narcissistic, maybe I'm being like very triggered by it, but it was like the Ekin-Su fans were coming after me. I was thinking, hang on a minute,
do they know who you are?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am? No, but it's like, come on,
because
now,
they
like,
may
I'm
not.
I'm sure they don't.
They absolutely don't. They've been watching ITV. They don't know anything about Channel 5 and Jane McDonald and all that nonsense we had to put up. And the fact that we had to wait till, and I didn't because I was on it, but we had to wait till 10 o'clock to watch a Big Brother episode, you know, and we had a rush final. I mean, I'll take it, because to me, less minutes, more money for the minutes. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter for you. But you're getting the payout regardless.
Exactly. You know,
you'd have preferred more minutes in the house.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I would, just because the place was bloody beautiful. But I loved it.
I was watching the Roxanne Pallet situation earlier, and that house actually, like, what became of that house by your series? It was massive. There was just like so much room there. I kind of like enjoyed looking back on it, like the outside space and the massive pool.
I think it was a really good house. And having watched back the series, and me and Thomas, you know Thomas, love him to bits. We're still really good friends. We see each other every year. I'm going to Krakow to see him in a couple of months' time.
Oh,
nice.
And
is he not over here anymore?
No, he's in Netherlands. He's working in Netherlands.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Really happy. He was here for a long time. but left now, and but he's working there. He's really happy. But we still we always voice note. Well, not always, but we stay in touch on the voice notes, and a brilliant friend. And that's what you want when you've done Big Brother. You want that friendship because you can only connect with certain people. And as super fans, I love chatting to you guys because we can connect on a level. I know you haven't been you have been in the house, of course.
We haven't lived in the house. Trust me, I tried to get a bed last time I was in there from AJ, but wasn't happening.
Should have hidden underneath it or something. Done one of those YouTube challenges, 24 hours in sneaking into Big Brother for 24 hours for the launch. But do you know what I mean? It's lovely to have that friendship with somebody who you've experienced it with, and he's a fantastic person, and I love him to bits. And we're watching the series back, and we were both sort of watching a couple of episodes on FaceTime together. And we were watching it. We were saying, look, maybe I've had a cider or two, and maybe people say, "Oh, Cameron's getting big for his boots," but there we are. But I think looking back, our series was a pretty decent one objectively, and I tried to watch it, and I ranked. It's just so ridiculous. Okay. I ranked our series as if I didn't exist. Well, not as if I didn't exist, but if I didn't. If I didn't know who I was, and I ranked myself in 9th on the first episode because I'm a Tory. Get that Tory out. Do you know what I mean? I was thinking, get that Tory out.
That's what I was saying.
And then I googled my name and I saw the feminist video and I thought, oh my God, get him, get him gone.
Yeah, so you
get
him
gone.
Lindsay,
I was right.
You were right all along. But I was watching it, I was ranking myself, and then I watched the series and I thought, bloody hell, there's so much argument, there's so much drama, but also like there's realness as well. And I actually think our series objectively, looking back now, was a really, really good series. I'm not saying whether it's better than this ITV series or not, I don't know. But
different.
If I'm going to fire for you,
some good tasks in there as well.
Good, yeah.
In your series.
But I'll bring the fire because I'm very honoured that you've invited me on tonight, and I know that you've been doing your podcast. I've asked myself.
You've come on to clear your name. You think the Ekin-Su fans going to listen to this and let you off the hook? Well, you're sorely mistaken. They're not here.
3 hours. They're not going to get 3 hours into this podcast.
Well, listen, if they are, forget it. Don't let me off because I'm sorry. I tried to save your girl, and you come for me. So we'll move on. But no, if listen, I've loved, and I'll ask you guys these opinions. I feel like I'm talking a lot, and I'm not asking your opinion. But after I say this, I'll ask your views. Since it's come back to ITV, I've really enjoyed it. I thought the Civilian series was good.
Yeah.
I thought Late and Live was rubbish. If I'm honest.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And I mean, listen. I was trying to be PC, as Louis said today. Trying to be PC.
You can't say anything these days, Cameron.
You can't say nothing. Everything I say. No, I'm joking. I'm very PC. But I was trying to be good to Big Brother. I was trying to be nice to Big Brother. And I was trying to not criticise it. But since Civilian series come back, I thought Late and Live on the Civilian series was really poor. I thought it was. To the point where halfway through the series I didn't bother watching it anymore. So if it improved, I have no idea because I didn't watch it. I thought that parts of the Civilian series were a little bit poor in the sense of the way that it was edited with the music and the Big Brother voice and just the way it flowed. It just felt very rushed, especially that first launch night. God, that was rushed. That was really poor. And I think. Were both of you there for the launch? I don't. Maybe Lindsay, you weren't there, but
I was. But we talked about it. Didn't we?
You were there.
We talked about this.
Don't rub it in.
It was. I'm sorry. It was very rushed. It felt very forced, and then the way they put it together felt incredibly forced. And obviously, we didn't even see the VTs when we were there live. But even when we did, it was like, oh, did they exist? And I felt a bit disappointed by the series. I thought half the cast they got really, really good, and then half the cast they didn't. And I've met with certain housemates from the series. I'm not going to mention any names because I've met with a couple of them. Right. And they were really disappointed about how the people in the house just didn't care about the people personally. And it felt very like they've left the house and they don't know who they are.
Right. So it's almost like you just disbanded and we'll never talk again.
But even more than that, because when we left and I left and we didn't talk to the housemates, you kind of understood it. But when I watched that series back, I'm like, God, I miss every single one of these people. Like, I love every single one of these people, and I want to get even, well, maybe not Anna Melia, but forget Anna Melia. God love her. I hope she's doing well.
I already had forgotten.
But Lewis G, I don't think. Come on now.
No, I actually do even miss him, because you know what, he was entertaining, and I was crying once, and he consoled me. So God, give him a special place in my heart. What
about that one that was kicked out?
I do not remember who Lewis G is, or the person who was kicked
that one
out.
Who was flirting with Lewis G.
Oh,
anyway,
God, no
we
idea.
digress.
Well, I mean, listen, there was only ever one Lewis in that show, and it's Lewis G. So, no, I am joking. Lewis F was amazing for me in the house. And I love him to bits. Not that he talks to me anymore or gives a fuck about me, but, I still have a lot of love for him.
He was always a bit of a cunt, let's be honest.
Well, you said that, I didn't. Yeah. I mean, he'll do another video about it. It's fine.
I like to look at him.
He'll say he'll say I'm flying the flag of the LGBT. I'm using the LGBT flag. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. But, you use and abuse me because I had a couple of ciders. I know you did.
You're running your own mouth, mate.
Yeah, we've literally not said anything.
No, I feel like I'm Kim Woodburn in the diary room and I'm embarrassed. No, I'm joking. I'm not blaming you at all. I'm doing what I'm doing.
Don't blame us on the edit. What?
Yeah, you don't see everything.
Guys, that the edit, it came across really bad. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't nominate Louis. He nominated himself.
It wasn't Louis. It was Mrs. O. What else do you want to say, Cameron? We've got to get to our emails.
We've got to get on with this shit.
Yeah, so I'll be very, very quick. But what I will say is that Civilian I enjoyed. But I just felt it missed something, and this celebrity series I've really enjoyed. Don't get me wrong.
I'll tell you what it's missing. It's missing the 24/7 immersive experience, because there's like no updates about what's happening when the show's not on. There's no content.
The live feed is just all bird feed.
Live feed's all bird feed. The social feed is terrible.
There is no social. Basically.
There's no social, which I think is really embarrassing.
There's no website.
And really quite bad. No website is nothing, and all we've got is the app to vote on what they're already telling us to vote for.
Poll after poll after poll.
Yeah, which is also very unengaging questions. Like, come on now. Like, try a little bit harder.
We just want clips. We just want updates.
Yeah, and I am a bit disappointed. I hope we get a bit more drama. I hope we get more arguments. Listen, I know they're trying their best, but I just worry that is this ITV like overproducing it? I know Channel 5 was bad, but the way they done my series, and I'm not talking about it because I was personally in it, but from looking back on it, we had arguments.
We know. It was getting back on track. It was getting back on track by the time you came around.
Back to basics, and that's not me being like obnoxious and
bring back the chicken.
I'm so amazing, bring me back, All Stars series, because I mean, from what I've said tonight, they definitely won't if they ever listen to this.
Don't worry, they won't.
Don't say that. That's wrong. But no, it's nearly there. But something's missing.
It will never be what it will never be what it was. That's the thing. We have to accept that it. You said it yourself earlier. It's not going to be that anymore. No, Davina's not going to come back.
I don't give a shit about that.
Ryland's not coming back.
But I know I need to let you go because you've already done a wonderful podcast. I'm sure I can't wait to listen to it, and I'm just leading it on too much. But what would if you were in power, if you had the chance, what would you do? And I'll answer it myself first because obviously I'm sound a bit voice. I think the hosts maybe we need to look at, but I also think the way we run the show, that I'm talking about we as if I'm in control of the show. Youngest ever winner. Come on now. I'm coming across like a complete cock. I have to admit. I'm not coming across well. Nominate me. Take my crown, as Ekin-Su would say.
Yeah.
But no, I think, maybe the host we have to look at, but also I think the flow of the show and the way it's run with the music and so on. And I think we've got too many tasks.
Yeah,
but tell me what you both think about. What do you think? How would you improve this show? Because something for me, and I love it, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm so fucking grateful they brought it back. And I don't want that to be mistaken. And I think it's been a fantastic season. And I don't think the Civilian series was a bad series at all. but it's something for me is missing.
I think.
What do you think's missing, and what would you change to just make this vintage Big Brother?
Oof.
Or is it nostalgia? Can we not bring it back? Do we have to just let it go in some ways, the way we love it, and the way we...
The reference point is all there. All the old way it used to be done on Channel 4 with the storytelling and the threads and the way it was edited. Like, I just feel like there's no discernible storylines running through these episodes.
Yeah.
That's what I find that I struggle with. It's like a series of funny clips or people having conversations, but there's no discernible storyline to latch on to that I can find.
To the point where you could almost watch one episode and then another random episode, and nothing. It wouldn't make It wouldn't make any difference if you watch one from day 3 and one from 17 and then one from 14.
True, actually.
And I think part of the problem is they're putting too many people in the house for periods that are too short. Therefore, storylines aren't given the space to grow. That's
Especially
what I would
with
say.
Celebrity.
Yeah, this 3 weeks and this many people, it's very like flash in the pan.
Well, and maybe the task as well, because I looked at this with Civilian, and Lindsay, I'll let you speak. I know I've interrupted again, typical me. But I think the task they put in, even in the Civilian and now the Celebrity, when we were in there, I know we had the Game Changer, we had different things, but we didn't have that many like tasks.
No.
And those days where there weren't tasks, God, did people get annoyed?
Yeah.
God, did I get even more miserable than I usually am? And I got even more detestable and even more annoyed. And I would argue with Kay over cauliflower, and I don't even like cauliflower. But that's, you need sometimes absolutely nothing to
let people
create
be.
that drama.
Yeah.
But I think they're scared of that, because if they don't do anything in the day, task-wise, it's like, is this episode strong enough? And it's like, no, it is. This is Big Brother. We want to hear them talk.
Yeah.
We want to hear them debate. We want to hear them speak about their housemates, speak about their friends and the people that, just nominate me, or the people that they're not getting on with. That's that's the good stuff. That's the good shit. That's the good TV. That's what creates the drama.
What it is, Cameron, is they're terrified of the silence.
Yeah.
And the Big Brother house is silent, right? You know, you lived it. It's a sterile environment where you're not supposed to have much stimulation, and they want to edit things together with a bright package with a pop, an EDM track over it. But that doesn't reflect what it's like to live in the Big Brother house, which is what I miss.
Prima donna girl, yeah, all I ever wanted.
Yes, was the world. Yeah, I miss. I don't feel like I get a sense of what it's like to live in the house anymore. And I love the house. It's bright and it's bold, but yeah,
it doesn't feel like the same house I lived in, I have to say.
It doesn't feel as
It's
hard,
not the same
as
house
hard
you
anymore.
lived in.
No. Lindsay, what do you think? What would you change? Do you agree with what we're saying about the task?
I would like to find out more about the housemates. Like, we've got famous people in there, like Louis Walsh, we were saying earlier. Like, what do we actually know about his personal life, his private life, his day-to-day routine? You know, I want to see those bits where they're just talking nonsense, like not even talking juicy gossip, but just like talking like basic stuff. Like those bits that people say are boring, those are the bits that I find interesting. So yeah, I agree with you too.
And I agree with you, and I think the reason we're not seeing that is because for some reason ITV are favouring tasks over those conversations, because those conversations happen. They do, because there is nothing to do, and even with a task a day, which we didn't even have, even the days where we had the task, you still have hours of those conversations, so they still happen, and it's like they don't trust their casting.
Yeah.
Do you know what else is it? Or the editing.
They just want it to be a different product.
Yeah. They want it to fit into that
format. It's got to be sweet.
Yeah.
Now. It can't be dark.
And
Big Brother is dark.
It can be dark, but it needs to be flashy.
It should be. You know, and there was a rumour, I don't know if you guys have read it, whether it's true or not, but when the housemates went in, that they were told, the celebrity housemates went in, they were told, this is a family-friendly show. It's all about entertainment.
I have heard this. I've heard this from Lewis, but he doesn't know where from.
I don't know where it's from. I've just read it. I've probably read it from Lewis. You know, let's be realistic.
You probably heard it from me last week.
And probably from you, yeah. But
from him.
But I'll at you next time. But if that's true, oh fuck. Do you know what I mean? That was the most worrying thing I've read
look at last
since
year.
Big Brother come back.
We still had drama. You can't have Big Brother without drama.
There's no point to Big Brother without drama.
Exactly. But even last series, I wanted more.
Yeah, we all wanted to know what was happening with Trish and, you know, the scenes in the house, which we couldn't see because there was no visibility on the feed.
Oh, when they cut the live feed for the night.
Yeah.
Oh, crikey. Yeah, and I mean, and from what I've heard, there's been some scenes that have never been aired on that series that damn well should have been aired. And if they would have been aired, oh, God, would have people been in some trouble.
Bring on the uncut DVD as if that's going to happen.
that might be one for us privately, but interesting nonetheless. I have to say, but yeah, I don't know whether they're playing it too safe. I don't know. But something for me is missing. Whether it, I think AJ and Will have done fantastic. And please cut me off. I know you've done a massive podcast. You probably want to go to bed. It's very late. But I think AJ and Will have done well in the last couple of episodes. I think it's really turned around. Leighton Lie's been very good in the last couple of episodes. And AJ and Will, I thought tonight were brilliant in the exit interviews. And I think that the recent exit interviews have been poor. And I think, truth be told, since it come back, they've been poor. But I think tonight they absolutely aced it.
Very bad,
definitely. But something is still missing. I can't.
Because it's not the Big Brother that you know and love. That's what it is. It's nostalgia. We'll never get it back, Cameron. We've got to let it go.
Look, this is
it.
This is getting into old men shouting at a cloud territory.
10 pints in. Is it last orders? Yeah. Do you want vodka and do you want a double? Or is it single?
Cameron, why don't you come on another week and give us some more of your thoughts about this when it's not 1:30 in the morning?
We'll do a whole episode.
Yeah, you can be
come round.
You can, let's go out for a drink with Yinrin.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And we'll talk about it.
I do want to let you guys sleep. For fuck's sake. Jesus, I don't want to keep you up because I know
We've still got a couple of emails.
We need to read out our emails, but
Exactly. So make sure you read them out. Don't sacrifice them for me, for God's sake.
Don't worry.
People. You never do that. I know that.
No, but we really appreciate your insight because you've actually been in there and you've done it and you've walked the walk. So we really appreciate that.
Yeah, and you can talk the talk and all.
Yeah, you sure can.
Well, maybe too much.
But
if you watch my series, you thought Akin was bad. Jesus Christ.
All right, we'll catch up with you soon, Cameron.
Yes, absolutely.
Cutting
I am cutting him off. He said we could.
No, but absolutely. If you want to meet up with us and have a drink and this and that, but even not, I'm more than willing. Come back on and chat some more nonsense, but just shut me up and more. Well,
it was a nice chat. Firmly. I appreciate it. I feel like we've got way more. We've just scratched the surface. So yeah, we'll speak again.
Fantastic, love it. And I'm hoping. Really appreciate it tonight. Enjoy your night.
Cheers,
Thank you so much.
I hope the Ekin-Su fans leave you alone.
Yeah, if not, we'll sort them out.
If not, I'll tell them fuck off.
Yeah. And then block them.
Take care. Love you.
Bye. Love you.
Bye. See ya.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Not the love you. Bye. Russell Brand.
Fucking hell. Cameron's on one.
He was.
Who's more drunk, us or Cameron? I think Cameron.
I think me. I've recovered a bit.
Oh, God.
Right, anyway, BB on Blast.
I'm about ready to fall over.
I'm sure. bbonblastpod@gmail.com.
It's nice to hear from our Big Brother winner, though, isn't it?
Lovely.
You don't
get
that.
What a privilege. Also, just call him up.
Just
chatting
absolute shit. But I agree with most of what he said, to be honest.
Right, we've got a few emails.
Cameron actually reminds me of us just going on about the same fucking things every single week.
Yeah, were you at the live show? Yeah, we spoke about this when you were on last time, Cameron. Like me.
Yeah, but we're doing the exact same thing, except for we're doing it for 3 hours, so who's worse?
We do need to get on with it and arrange to meet for a drink with that boy.
Okay, we'll do it.
Right, in the inbox, we've got
if you've made it this far, give yourself a fucking pat on the back.
We've got a few emails.
We started this. I came around here at 6:00. It's now 1:30. Fuck me.
Still got Big Brother Canada to go.
Yeah.
Right, I respawn Moz is in the inbox twice, so brace yourself.
Twice.
Louis is the last of the Cool Kids Alliance. The Cool Kids? Fucking no, 71. As it should be.
Yes.
Who else is in that alliance?
A lot of people like Louis.
Sharon, Lauren? And Bunkle Gary. Such an entertaining, crotchety old man. I like the word crotchety.
He is that.
David to win. Oh. What about all the Louis love?
Yeah.
Curveball.
Can't go that far.
Only one who understands what an open relationship is.
David.
Is he the only one? Was he talking about it?
Don't know, but
Right.
I agree. Most people don't understand.
What does this mean? Diff email.
Dilf. Dad, I'd like to fuck.
Another one. No, it says diff email. I don't know
Oh.
why. Ekin-Su didn't nom Louis because he was having a hard time. She is gaslighting the audience worse than Poutine Poppy. It's Puppy, not Poppy. No self-reflection. Yeah, she's okay.
She nominated
This is
him
obviously a
'cause he got
live
booed.
reaction there in the emails.
Yeah, she nominated him because he got booed, and she turned on him, and then she realised, oh, I shouldn't have done that. So then she said Louis to win. Transparent as hell.
Right. And now we've got
Thanks.
thoughts from Connor W.
Connor
not
W.
Connor,
Oh,
not Connor R. Hey, Gaz and Linz. As always, loving the podcast.
oh, thanks.
What do you think about the ITV's choice to interview the last
ITV.
the last exitee
No,
first
we-
on Late in Life? No, we
don't
disagree
like
with that.
But we think
Confuses
the
me.
reason they're doing it is
I'm
because
simple.
people want to go to bed after Ekin-Su and they don't really care about Levi, right?
But that does not how TV works. You
No.
tease, you keep the
Oh, I see. what you
juicier
mean.
content till later,
Oh,
don't you?
Yeah, you're right.
I don't like it.
No.
They did Sharon before Lauren. I was annoyed actually. I was sick of hearing from Sharon by the end.
Yeah,
she ain't got anything to say.
That whole last episode
Just
was all
get
about
Lauren
her. It's all about you.
You know, I want to hear about the diffusers, the candles, the homeware, which I thought was just special treatment because it was Sharon. But then they did the same with Ekin-Su and Levi. Yeah, I thought that might be the case too.
I did too.
For me, it's jarring. Surely it makes sense to speak to them in order they come out. Agreed. We've always done it that way.
Tick,
Oh
tick,
God,
tick, tick.
not that we've always done it that
Oh,
way.
no,
Brigade.
don't
Me
be
and
that
Cameron
person.
are that we've always done it that
Oh
way. Brigade.
God. You two need to go on a podcast on your own and just shout about production. I'm like, oh, you're like, oh, the house, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, whatever. Who are these people?
Overall, I've enjoyed the series, but the casting could have been better. They blew the budget on Shazza. I told you. That's what I told
wasn't that
you.
bothered about the casting when Cameron was saying about that. To me, the cast is all about the chemistry
trust the
between the
casting,
cast.
don't
Yeah,
you?
I trust the process.
No massive storylines. There you go. As I said, no storylines. But there's not really been any time for one to develop.
Oh, there
Same
you
as
go.
you just said with Cameron.
God,
You are speaking our language, Connor.
simpatico.
Not really been time for one to develop in a sub 3 week run.
Oh.
What is that? Yeah, is it a sub 3 week? It's pretty much 3 week, isn't it? Louis or Zizi to win.
Oh, okay. I could go with that. Yeah.
That would be
be
quite
happy
cool.
with
A
that,
Louis
yeah.
Zizi final two. Connor. Thanks, Connor.
I just want to say,
Yes.
Cameron actually made me feel a bit guilty about when he came out and he saw what I was saying about him.
Did
Do you
he?
think if it still felt like he was still harbouring some sad feelings about it?
Not about you personally. I think he's at peace with that.
Oh, felt kind of bad.
I thought it was interesting that he's recently watched back our interview and he's been reliving, pretty much like reliving his experience,
Apparently
including that chat.
Apparently, I'm quite mesmerising in that interview.
Who said that?
Not anymore. Someone in the comments said they couldn't take their eyes off me. So I was mesmerising. Look like a sack of shit now. Look at our new TikTok.
Well, it's been a few years.
Yeah, it has.
Oh, you're getting a bit old. Just
Old.
like who is it? Mark
Yeah.
Owen? No, Gary. Who's
Yeah,
getting
on
old?
the turn. Mark Owen, crumbling. Crumbling. Oh my God.
Thank you for listening.
Jesus Christ.
That's been a lot.
If you listen to all of this, tweet us the code word. What's the code word?
As Zempic. Hang on a minute. Did you
Yeah, I'm
send
hanging
me?
on.
Did you send me that comment off of YouTube? Did you find it?
Yeah.
We had a nice comment off of YouTube. Somebody said it was the best podcast that they'd listened to
Yeah.
from us last week. I don't know why. And
Yeah, I've got
also,
a couple of
what did they
comments.
say? What the fuck? Didn't someone say?
Someone said, what the hell? Laurie said, so happy to hear you two talking about CBB again. Then she didn't email us. IRL said, your best episode yet. That's not true because we weren't drunk. Agreed with most of your points. Some I hadn't even considered.
Oh, wow.
That's us.
Wow.
Making,
We're the thinking man's Big
Yeah.
Brother podcast, aren't we?
I couldn't even form a sentence then. Sentencing. If you want to laugh, check out Jedward Lipstick on Eurovision. Well worth a revisit. I remember that at the
Yeah.
time. That was good. Didn't they nearly fall over or something? And then they put, and very clever title. 5 stars.
Oh,
Gaz thought that.
that's
You
my
got-
doing.
And to be
Thank
honest,
you.
a lot of the good titles you've been thinking of lately.
We also had really nice feedback from Axe. And I just wanted to say that last week was particularly difficult for me, not to get the small violins out, but I do want to divulge to listeners that on the day that Celebrity Big Brother started, my nan died. So it really sort of took the shine off it for me. And if you've listened to this podcast for a while, you'll know that like my nan was a big Big Brother fan as well. And it felt a bit weird, like, it's starting and I like need to enjoy the show because like she would have enjoyed it and it's what she'd want. But like my enthusiasm was just shot to pieces. And I really thought that last week it would have come through on the podcast and made it a worse podcast. So to hear nice feedback was really good. It was like really nice for me to hear that people still enjoyed it.
You put on a brave face, that's why. The show must go on.
The show must go on. Yeah, and Axe had some really nice supportive comments, so thank you for that, Axe. He was saying how he was like basically acknowledging that I still went ahead and did it, and he appreciated that, so thank you.
I remember being in a similar position when I had my loss a year or so ago. That was just when Big Brother was coming. That was just when the announcement that Big Brother was coming back, and it totally took the shine off it for me as well. It's funny, isn't it? I just feel like these things are sort of intertwined, but it kind of makes sense because Big Brother's been around for so long. It's gonna like happen, isn't it?
But I kind of thought, Big Brother's the thing that will help me get through it and keep me going. But I found it really hard to get into the series.
Yeah, but that was literally the same day. Do you know what I mean? Once you start off like that, it is harder to get back into it.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
thanks for sharing that with the group.
No, thank you. We'll be back next week for the final.
We've not done our Big Brother Canada podcast, and we're not going to because it's 1:30.
These people probably don't care about
No, I know, but just if you were staying tuned for that,
sorry,
keep waiting.
It's falling by the wayside. We've got the final a week from now, so we'll be. I don't know when we're going to talk about it. I'd like to be at the final, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Well, if not, we should certainly be watching it together. I'd hope.
Yeah. To be confirmed.
Yeah. Who do you want to win? Let us know. I want Louis to win. Who do you want to win?
I'm not actually sure.
Oh.
I can't decide right now. I don't like many of them.
Why not go for Louis then?
Fern. I think Fern perhaps because she's moved by the experience, and I like that of a housemate.
Meghan Markle hatred.
Yeah, there is that.
It's took the shine off, hasn't it?
Also, we've got a TikTok now. We are sometimes putting content on there. We've done our word association. We've got some like look inside the house as well on there. Follow us, BB on Blast. Follow us on Twitter, BB on Blast. Look for our YouTube where we've got the interviews with Yinrun, Cameron, if you want to go back and revisit that. Trish and Tully. And coming up, we'll probably have Ekin-Su as well because we're looking for clout.
Yeah. Oh God, but there's 24 hours in a day. You don't see it all.
That's not her, is it?
Yeah, but she was sort of saying that sort of thing, wasn't she?
Oh, I thought it was that person on Love Island said we've all got the same 24 hours in a day.
Oh no, similar thing. She came across so bad on there. Anyway, follow me on Twitter, @VM.
Follow me on Twitter @BB_Superfan.
Read my book, First Aid Kit Girl.
Throw us a donation if you want on PayPal. There's a link in our bio.
Come on, we've done a lot tonight. We've sweated blood here.
We drank 2 bottles of wine. Doesn't pay for itself.
No. And that's it.
Yeah, email us, bbpluspod@gmail.com. We'll see you for the final.
See you next week. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.